Oh my God, it is playoff weekend. We've got the wild card round coming up. We've got the Carolina Panthers taking on the Los Angeles Rams. First playoff game of the year. And after what we saw with some of these college games, this couldn't come at a better time. Because, man, that game last night was tough to sit through, but we got through it. We definitely got through it. What is going on, everybody? Who is here? We've got Father Dismas says, oh, 90s retro theme. Yes, we've got a 90s retro theme going, especially with the thumbnail tonight. So that's what we are looking at right now. I can't wait. Can't wait to see what happens here. I have a score prediction, and I will show you that momentarily. There it is. I got the Rams winning 30-17. 30-17. And I think that's fair. I don't have a lot of faith in the Carolina Panthers to beat the Rams twice this season. I don't know. You guys tell me, what do you think? But I have a poll going on also right now, and this is something that I asked AI last night as I was sitting there trying to fall asleep, pondering the Fernando Mendoza situation with the Jets. SG says, I may be on the air for a flight to Austin, but you know what? I don't care. We got playoff football to worry about. Yes, what's up, PFD? Soon. Yeah, soon it is occurring. You guys can hear me, right? You guys can hear me? Everything's good? Let me know. Matt West says I would not trade Mendoza. So I asked AI, what would it take for the Rams to trade that pick to the Jets? And entered all the draft capital. And AI was basically like, the Rams are going to have to be very enticed to do something like that. And this is what we got. This is what I got back. The number 2 pick, the number 16 pick, the number 33 pick, and 2 firsts. And I thought, I could see the Raiders, not the Rams. I could see the Raiders doing that. Thought I could see the Raiders doing that. I don't know if I would want to do that as the Jets, though, as much as I love Mendoza. The thing that I like about it, though, is you still have a second rounder. And you still have a first and second rounder next season. So that's what I like about it. You're still in a position where you get your quarterback and you are not completely without draft capital going forward. But I don't know because I've been thinking, and I don't know, Matt West, you tell me this. You're a Jets fan. And if there are any other Jet fans that happen to wander in here or hear this afterwards, how would you feel about taking Arvell Reese and Sonny Styles with the first 2 picks? Both Ohio State linebackers. Does that not immediately revamp your defense? I mean, kick the can down the road for quarterback. Hey, look, if Ty Simpson is there at 33, okay. I mean, that's something you have to consider. That's something I wouldn't be opposed to at 33. I don't want him with the 16th pick. I am out on the other guy from Ole Miss. I forgot his name. Chambliss? Is that his name? Trinidad Chambliss. Out on him. And the reason is, not that I don't think he'll be a good player. He wants to go back to school. They might not let him go back to school. That tells me that he doesn't think he's ready for the NFL. Now, the Jets aren't going to throw a rookie quarterback into a situation, but I feel like it would be a waste of a pick where you would have to take him. Because we're not taking him with the idea that he's going to be the future. We're taking him with, oh, maybe this is a crapshoot. If he's there in like the 4th round, we don't have a 3rd round. If he's there in the 4th round, fine, whatever. I think that's a steal at that point, but not with that high of a pick. But at 33, Ty Simpson, I feel like that would be okay. I don't feel that we need to absolutely take a quarterback this year, though. I don't. But the idea of Arvell Reese and Sonny Styles, I don't think that's going to happen, but man, if Muji traded all that away, he would have to nail it. Well, again, listen, we have a lot of money in free agency. We're going to get a lot of money back in free agency next year too, because we're not going to have to pay the Aaron Rodgers money. I think we're getting like $50 million back in free agency next year. So there's going to be a lot of money available in free agency. And you would have your franchise quarterback. And then you would still have draft capital. So that's why I'm like, okay, we've seen teams in bad positions. You have an offensive line. It's not like we have to draft a left tackle and worry about that. No, you have an offensive line. You have a number one receiver. So you have certain pieces in place for him. And then you have the quarterback, and then it's like, okay, let's just try to build this thing. Try to piece together a defense through free agency, but then you still have your pick next year in free agency. Oregon quarterback does not look ready for the NFL. You know what? And here's the thing. He might come out. Okay, I don't know that we can base it on one game. Indiana is tough. Indiana has a really good team. So, and in his defense, I know I was knocking him last night, but in his defense, that entire team looked like garbage last night. So you can't put it all on him, but he did look bad. And coming right out of the gate, first pass was a pick six. But he still might come out. I think he might come out. And if he does come out, that's good for us, because I don't know that we're going to look to take him at number 2 after seeing that. Now, again, you still have the combine. You have all this stuff. People can forget this last game very easily. But I don't think we would take him number 2, but a team might still like him. And a team might want to move up and take him. Now, the draft haul wouldn't be massive, but we'd still get another asset. And if, let's say, it's the Rams, they have a later pick. Maybe they give us a first rounder next year to move up and get their quarterback in the future. And somebody like Sean McVay is going to be like, I can develop that guy. Let's go do that. I don't know. I'm not watching Green Bay for my own sanity, says Emily Brand. Ender Stein's a Green Bay fan, too. What's going on, Ender? He is the professor. He always comes in with little nuggets of knowledge for us. Jets should have detention until they get one interception. Listen, we have to wait until next season. We'll get an interception at some point. But if we draft Arvell Reese and Sonny Styles, yes. Eric is here again, having guest over, so can't stick around. Have a great stream. Thank you very much, Eric. Oh, man, I was looking forward to your comic book wisdom again. But, I mean, imagine taking Arvell Reese and Sonny Styles. People would be like, oh, what are they doing? But it's like you're taking 2 Ohio State linebackers, and you're just plugging them into the Jets defense. That immediately upgrades our defense. We have so many options. That's why this feels good. We have so many options. Now, the thing with Aaron Glenn is he's really got next season. Darren Muji, I think, is safe for at least another year after that. At least another year, especially if they start putting the pieces of the roster together and the guys are there, but it's like the coaching isn't there. He's going to be safe, but Aaron Glenn, I think you need to see if it's another 3-win season. I think he's going to be out. So that's where the conundrum comes in for Aaron Glenn, because what do you do? What do you do? You're not, if you're taking a quarterback with the number 2 pick, do you think you really have the time to sit there and let him develop? I don't know. We got to see some kind of significant, unless they're this really scrappy team that's just really fighting to the death and happen to lose games, then you could say, okay, well, we could save his job. But I don't think after next year he'll be here. So I think we'll be in a situation where we're going into 2027 with a high pick, maybe the first pick, looking to take a quarterback and looking to and looking to bring in a new coach. And I'm happy with that. I'd be happy with that. Glenn and Wilkes took multiple pros and made them worse. Not West. He's just a negative Nelly. He's a negative Nelly. What's followed this? Was Indiana getting more interceptions in the first 30 seconds of that game than the Jets did all season? They did. They did. Oh, man. It hurts. It hurts. I'm still sick, by the way. If you can't hail me for the belt, don't worry about assigning it to someone else. Hope you feel better, Matt West. This sickness that's been going around has been atrocious. It's been absolutely atrocious. But I'm still confident. It's so intriguing to me to see what they're going to do. I wish we had the first pick. I do, because getting Mendoza and not having to give up any draft capital to get him would have put us in such a good position. We're not there. It's fine. But remember, the last few times the Jets have had this much draft capital, they put together good rosters. So I think we're gonna get there again. They're not gonna be bad forever. They can't be bad forever. It's not possible. I still want Glenn fired. Did we look like a scrappy team? I said unless. You have to listen to me, Matt West. I said unless we look like a scrappy team fighting to the end. Unless that happens, I think he'll be fired next year. But if they don't, and he wins 3 games again, 2 games, 1 game, even 4 games, I think you're out. I think you're out. Your son is walking pneumonia. My God. Man, that's terrible. 49ers had the least before the Jets goose egg. Yeah, Jets. I don't know. Can Vegas leave detention if they win a division? We'll have to see. They might be stuck in detention because this is really the creator's, who's me. It's his issue with Vegas, and they didn't do themselves any favors by securing the number 1 overall pick. They did not do themselves any favors. It actually angered me more. It's their fault. It's the Giants' fault. It's the Jets. It's not really the Jets' fault. But, after the Jets traded, this is what I want to point out to Matt West. After the Jets traded Sauce Gardner and Quinnen Williams, they won 3 of 5 games. The defense didn't look terrible. Then they went into tank mode over the last 5 games of the season. Bringing in Brady Cook and just throwing anybody out there. These are little nuances that we can't ignore. But after getting rid of those players, the team did not quit. I don't want to hear they quit. They did not quit. They won 3 of 5 games. Maybe they had no business winning those games. But they still did. And that says something. So they didn't quit. They didn't quit on Aaron Glenn. Again, I'm not saying Aaron Glenn's a great coach. And I think he'll be gone next year if we don't see significant improvement. Not necessarily, there's not a playoff mandate, obviously, but they can't look lost. They can't look lost. You can't go into, unless they have this deal with Woody and they're like, we're going to get Arch Manning, just sit back and don't even watch the games. Unless they do something like that. We'll see who's correct. What am I not correct about? What are we going? I don't know that we're actually disagreeing with each other. I'm saying I don't think they quit on him. I'm saying next year he could be fired unless there's significant improvement. I think you're saying the same thing. I told you right now, I would fire him for Harbaugh. Harbaugh doesn't want to come here. Who would come? You think Stefanski's going to come here right now? No. We're not a desirable destination at this point. So let's just ride this wave, and things change quickly in the NFL. We could find ourselves in a position where we have the number 1 pick next season. We get rid of our coach, and now suddenly we're a team that has just drafted 2 killer rookies, maybe more, maybe 4 killer rookies. We have an offensive line, and now we're lined up to get a Manning. And, oh, wow, suddenly this looks like a remarkable team to be a head coach of. No way in hell they had that deal with Woody. We don't know. We don't know. And I'm saying that kind of tongue-in-cheek. They didn't, though. If they quit on Glenn, how did they win? So you mean to tell me that the defense, you took the 2 most beloved guys on that defense, 2 of the 2 top starters, traded them. One of the guys on the team was his brother, by the way. And then you go out and win 3 of the next 5 games, and that's quitting? That doesn't make sense. Quinnen Williams, after he got benched, Quincy Williams, after he got benched, after that Quinnen Williams trade, came out and played his ass off. That's not quitting. Not quitting. I would offer Harbaugh $27 million a year. But here's the thing: Harbaugh has a lot of money, and any team that wants him is going to offer him a big contract. So we're going to be talking. You think another team is going to look at $27 million a year and say, no, we're not going to pay that. No. If they're saying, hey, what do you want? You think Philly, let's say Philadelphia, let's say they get blown out tomorrow and they fire Sirianni and they're like, we want Harbaugh, but we're only going to pay him 19 a year as opposed to 27. You think Harbaugh is not going to say, yeah, I'd rather go to Philly than the Jets? No. At some point, like $10 million is nothing to you. $10 million a year is nothing to you at some point. And I think that's where John Harbaugh is right now. I don't know that $8 to $10 million a year is going to make much of a difference in his life. What would make a difference is going to a team that he thinks he could win now with. And also, remember, this is a situation where he's going to want to save face. He just left Baltimore. If Baltimore looks like they are either the same or a little better without him, I think he wants to go to a team and have a 6-win season so everybody can be like, oh, you see, it was a good idea that they fired Harbaugh. No. He's going to want to go somewhere where he's got things in place already. Show us the score prediction. Look at this. 30-17. There we go. This has been a very deflating week as a New York sports fan, says Red X Power. 30-17. I had the score prediction up early on. Harbaugh's waiting to see if the Bills lose to make his decision. He could be waiting to see if the Bills lose, the Packers lose, even the Eagles. He could be waiting for all of that. Could be waiting for all of that. Score prediction. I got 30-17. Rams over the Panthers. I don't see the Panthers beating them again. I just don't see that happening. J6, as I say that, J6 comes in and says, come on, Carolina. I did not see your fun fact. I started going on this rant again because I have to pull Matt West out of the darkness. I've been trying my hardest to pull him out of the darkness. It's hard. This is one of the most challenging things I've ever been faced with. But where is your little factoid? Hold on. Green Bay haven't had much effort. LaFleur has been calling the same plays and wondering why he's on the hot seat. Oh, Emily Brandt. 1968 Baltimore Ravens were one of the best teams to not win the Super Bowl, and the reason is because of the Jets. And that was one of the this was the AFL, of course. Jets had the first pick. They took Joe Namath. The only other time they ever had the first overall pick, they took Keyshawn Johnson. It's surprising that we've only been in two situations where we've had the first overall pick. Crazy. I choose the darkness. You're crazy. You're crazy. Do you think we have any shot at getting Mendoza? Well, I think if we offer that deal that I have laid out on the in the poll, I think that's the shot. Because if you're offering that, the Raiders have to listen. That's 4 first. 2 of them, are going to be in the top 20. The 2 and the 16. That's 4 first. Then you get 2 first next year. So, which could both be in the top 20. I mean, the Jets could very well have the first overall pick again next year. That's on the table. And then the first pick in the second round this year. That's basically 5 first rounders. That's essentially 5 first rounders. Why that works is because the Jets still have draft capital. They still have a second rounder this year. They still have a first and a second this year if they make that trade. So it's not like they're just devoid of picks over the next couple of years. So I don't know that they'll do that. That's a lot to give up. I wouldn't be opposed to it. I wouldn't love it, but I wouldn't be opposed to it to get a franchise quarterback. So, yeah, I don't know. Loco says the Jets need way more than a quarterback. A trade like that is insane. I get it, but we have, again, we've been in positions where we've had lots of draft capital, put together good teams, and still didn't have a quarterback and went nowhere. And it's like, man, if we only had a quarterback, So this is basically the flip side of that. This is, okay, so you get rid of those picks. You still have some draft capital. You have a lot of cap space. And again, you have the offensive line. Offensive line's there. It's young. It's good. You have Garrett Wilson. You have Breece Hall. They're gonna retain Breece Hall. You do that. You get your quarterback. Pick somebody in the second round, whoever it is. Fill out the draft. Sign some free agents. Go into next year. You have your first rounder. Not yours, but probably the Cowboys or Packers, because I'm assuming you would give up the Colts first rounder in that situation. So you'd have a first rounder then, and you still have a second rounder, third. You'd have your entire draft next year, and you could start building the team, and you'd still have more free agency money to spend. I could see him doing it, and it wouldn't put them in a horrible position. So. But I get it. It is a lot to give up. I'm not going to fight anybody and say, no, you have to do it. It is a lot to give up. It's a risk. It's a risk. But for me, I want to see completions, man. I want to see a quarterback take the ball at our own 9-yard line and be able to move the ball downfield. And it just doesn't happen ever. It's Mendoza Magic, man. Time. In Las Vegas next year, baby. It's about to go down. Oh, so I got Scott here. He's a Vegas fan. So Scott, let me ask you a question. He's on Facebook. I have a poll. I'm gonna copy and paste it here for you. You let me know if the Vegas Raiders, would you take this if you were a Vegas Raider? Well, yeah, you're a Raider fan, but if you are in charge, would you take that? Look at that. Picks 2, 16, 33, Jets 27 first, which could be a top 3 pick, Colts 27 first for that first overall pick. Would you take that? Colts winning the Super Bowl next year, says Caleb. Yes. That's why I like Caleb. Caleb's always Mr. Positivity. He's not coming in here saying, oh, God, the Colts, my God, they destroyed us this year. What happened? No, he comes in and says, Colts are winning the Super Bowl next year. You're retaining Daniel Jones. You guys are going to sign him again, so that's pretty cool. Or you know what I mean? He was on a 1-year deal, right? I'm pretty sure he was on a 1-year deal. I think you're going to extend him. That's enticing, Scott says. You see, yeah, that's the thing. That would get the Raiders' attention, and I'm a Jets fan, Scott. I don't know if you know that, and I know it's a lot to give up, but we've never had a franchise quarterback, and I'm like, we still have draft capital after that, so that could be a win-win for both sides. I don't know. I would do it. I would do it if I were the Jets. I would say, why not? Let's get our franchise quarterback. We still have draft capital. We still have a lot of cap space. Let's do it and figure it out as we go. And I think the Raiders would have to listen to that. I think the Raiders would have to listen to that. That's almost 5 first rounders. I mean, because that's the first pick in the second round, which is a valuable pick. So that's like pretty much 5 first rounders for a franchise quarterback. That would be insanity. And only time would tell who it would work out for. Maybe it would work out for both of us. Maybe we'd be facing each other. We'd be facing off in the AFC Championship game over and over again. Hey, we got a football game happening right now. We've got a football game happening right now. I see what you're saying there, Scott. I'm going to read it in a moment. Let me just see what's going on here. I got to get the first quarter up on screen. Hold on. Caleb, your name is on screen, by the way, as the stream's top donator. First quarter, right? That's what I'm writing there. Finally, we got some NFL football. My God. So Scott says that's honestly a hard one. That's a hard one, but honestly, Las Vegas has been irrelevant for 2.5 decades because of the quarterback position. They have to take Mendoza, but my ears are definitely listening, especially because they have Bowers and Genti already. So now here's what I would say to you. They're saying next year's draft is going to be the best quarterback draft ever, and there's a possibility you'll have your own pick, and you'll have the Jets pick and the Colts pick. So you have 3 first rounders going into next year's draft. The Jets pick could very well be the first overall pick, could be a top 3 pick. You can get Arch Manning. You can get whatever quarterback you want at that point. So that's where I'm like, maybe that'll work for the Raiders. Maybe that'll work for the Raiders. And then with the picks that you got this year, you could build up the offense. This is a good offensive line drive. You build up the offensive line because you definitely need that. You don't want to put Mendoza behind a terrible offensive line. You guys really don't have an offensive line. So it's interesting. It's interesting. Back to pass is Bryce Young. Is that Xavier Legette? Legette is about a yard shy of the first down marker. We got fourth down coming up. All right, we're going to be watching the match. We're watching this match right now. Are people slandering Mark Sanchez? He was terrible. Nick Cage versus John Travolta. Who am I rooting for the Super Bowl? If it ends up being Green Bay versus Jacksonville, I would love to see either Green Bay versus Buffalo or Jacksonville, either one except Philly. It's Green Bay versus Jacksonville. I don't know. I feel like I would just watch the game and enjoy it. I don't know that I would be rooting for anyone. I'd probably be rooting for Green Bay only because we had a shot at Trevor Lawrence and blew it, and then to see him go win a Super Bowl somewhere else would hurt. So Arch needs to have an unreal season to show he's the number one pick. No, I'm saying if he's the number one pick. They're saying it's going to be the best quarterback draft ever. You know, we don't know if that's true or not, but I'm just saying what they're saying right now. Why not use that capital or even a little bit less and trade for a proven quarterback, a.k.a. Joe Burrow? Because Ashley wants the 5 firsts. Would you give us Joey B for that? Would you be down with that? If we Puka Nacua with the reception takes this to the Los Angeles 30-yard line, would you be open to that, or would you take that if you were in charge of the Cincinnati Bengals? They said, Ashley, you pulled the trigger on this. You want to do it? We're doing it. What would you say? Carolina's so bad. Sean Cantrell's here. What's going on? I'm gonna. There's gonna be a new rule. Loco is not allowed to use the laughing face anymore. The laughing, crying face. He does it way too much. He does it way too much. Every single thing he types, he puts that at the end of it. Sean Cantrell's belt is on screen. There it is. Your Demon Lord champion. It's the Raiders. A second and a pocket of sand may do it. They may still suck bad, not enough next season. They'd be able to take another quarterback anyways or trade. Wait a second. Puka Nacua gets another first down. So it says they may still suck bad enough next season. They'd be able to take another quarterback anyways or trade that pick for even more draft capital to a quarterback needy team. I say you take Mendoza. I do believe the kid has all the tools to be ready. Really good quarterback for years. He's got the size, mobility, arm strength, intelligence. Yeah. So look at that. So even 5 first on the line. Scott's saying, I think we need to take the quarterback. And yeah, I'm right there with him. But you'd have to listen to that. Oh my God, wide open is Puka Nacua, and the Rams get on the board. That was an easy drive. 14-yard touchdown. The Rams are on the board. We've got a 6-0 game, ladies and gentlemen. Matt West says home with Loco. And Puka. Yeah, that was quick. With Brady in charge, I don't see him wanting another Manning. With Brady in charge, I could absolutely see him wanting a Manning. Kick is up and it's good. So we got a 7-zip game here, ladies and gentlemen. We're doing all of the playoff games, by the way. Tonight, tomorrow, Monday, we will be here. What's up, Connor? What's going on? Connor is over on Facebook. He's saying, where's the future telling device? There is no device. I told you that already. But yeah, Scott said you need to take the quarterback. But you see, he was like, oh, that's enticing. But then the more you think about it, you're like, we need the quarterback. Quarterback is so important. So important. And I'm so mad that we're not in position to take Mendoza. Mendoza looks like, but and maybe this is where I'm starting to agree with Loco a little bit. Maybe. We'll see. That is a sick team he is on. He's got time to throw. Guys are open. And he didn't look this way at the beginning of the year. He looks this way now. He's gotten better as the year's gone on. So what would he look like in Las Vegas with no offensive line? I mean, Bowers and Genti really are the only pieces they have there on offense. It's not going to look the same. And then we have to figure out who the coach is going to be. If it's, Robert Saleh, I don't know. Oh, I forgot to change the score. No, I had it on my one screen. I just forgot to transition it. Sorry. We got a 7-zip game. Yeah, and even Connor's saying no, he wouldn't accept that trade if he was the Raiders. It's like 5 first, and people are saying no. That's crazy. I'm not saying they're crazy. Like, I get it, but man, that just shows you how important quarterback is. Every other year, this is the greatest group of quarterbacks ever. Arch finished the season strong, but has a long way to go. I don't think it's every other year they say that. I don't think they say that every other year. I know they've talked about there being, there was that Baker, Sam Darnold, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen draft. They said that was one of the best quarterback drafts in a while. And I mean, if you look at it, turned out to be, other than Josh Rosen. They did say that, though, with the Trevor Lawrence, Zach Wilson, Justin Fields draft. They were like, this is a good quarterback draft, and that didn't quite pan out. Although Trevor's looking good now. All right, so we got the score, 7-zip. Sean McVay is fired up. Fired up. Did they say it last season? I don't think they said it last season. I think they were saying that Caleb was generational. I don't know that they was that last year? I don't remember now. Yeah, no, 2 years ago they were talking about Caleb. Caleb, Bo Nix, 2 years ago. They were saying that was a good draft, but they weren't saying they were saying this could be the best quarterback draft ever. So I don't know. RG3 draft too. Bryce Young, CJ Stroud. You see, I don't remember them saying that was the best draft. I remember a lot of people were down on CJ Stroud because they were saying Ohio State quarterbacks can't play, and people were not a fan of Bryce Young because of his size. Young over the middle to Jalen Coker. It's about a 7-yard gain. Ashley comes in with 5 and says, I will take that deal, PFD. The Bengals have holes in so many positions. They would be foolish to pass it up. So we can get Joe Burrow. We got to get Ashley in charge of the Cincinnati Bengals so we can get Joe Burrow. Oh, that'd be excellent. We can protect them too. Thank you very much, Ashley. Ashley's your number 1 contender, by the way. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough to say no to that. Juba Hubbard gets a first down. I think that's what you would have to give up to get Joe Burrow. But you never know. Let me get Ashley's total updated here. I was not high on J.J. McCarthy. You're a maniac. You are an absolute maniac. I said, depending on where J.J. McCarthy goes, we don't know that he's going to be a bust. I wasn't high on him. You are maniacal. We go 2nd and 4 coming up for the Panthers. And there are your top 5 contenders. Ashley leads the pack. And Bryce Young is under pressure. There's a flag. He's going to get taken down by Brandon Fisk. It's the Bengals with what ownership did to their first-round pick last year. I don't trust them. Oh, Ike Ekwonu is down. The left tackle. That's not good. So he, oh man, he just fell on his knee. That doesn't look good. Oh man, his knee just buckled. Mike Brown does not trade or get free agents. He plays the cards he's dealt. So Samuel Miller, yeah, that's pretty much been the situation. But you see, the only issue with Joe Burrow is the contract would have to come into play. So I don't know that the Jets would be willing to give up that much draft capital and then take on the full contract. But again, that's not even a realistic thing. I don't think that's going to happen. I don't even think this Raiders thing is a realistic thing. Let's see. We got 29 votes. 41% say no, don't accept the offer. Go get Mendoza. Look at that. Pretty much 5 first rounders. The possibility of having the first overall pick next year and you're still saying go get Mendoza. Man, imagine what the Giants would have gotten for that pick. Damn. Revisionist. What are you talking about? When did you ever hear me praise J.J. McCarthy? I mean, come on. Bad clip. Yeah, I wish I could put that in the chat here. I might have to make a t-shirt with that on it. And Cage comes in with a tenor and says, all this conversation is pointless, for the Bears of Chicago shall taketh over the NFL kingdom. Look at that. Comes in with a tenor. And is your streams high offering thus far? Thank you so much. So you are a Bears fan, huh? All right. I have a prediction, but I'm not going to show it until we get to that game. Not going to show it until we get to that game. But I think Soldier is going to like the prediction. And you don't know what I mean by that, do you, Soldier? You might like it, you might hate it. I don't know. But I just did what I thought was best for the prediction, and then I was like, oh, this is interesting. Soldier might find this interesting. Soldier's a Packers fan, by the way. And Cage79, there you go. You are right there. Thank you so much. Best of look at it. Look how nice this community is. They're on a holy quest. Best of luck to you. Oh, wait a minute. Emily Branson, Packers fan, by the way. How about no? Oh, back to passes. Bryce Young. He overthrows Tet McMillan. Oh, boy. And Cage, let me get Bears. By the way, in Cage, your Demon Lord champion right here, Sean Cantrell, he is also a Bears fan. Jets don't have to worry about a quarterback this year anyways with the quarterback class next year. Jets can still trade number 2 for a Pirates ransom and fill holes and then draft their quarterback next season, says Scott. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It's fine if they punt to next year. Wait, where's Baal, by the way? It's fine if they punt to quarterback next year. I think they can do that. I would be absolutely fine. I said this earlier. I don't know if you were here. I would be absolutely fine taking Arvell Reese and Sonny Styles in the first round. I don't know that you're going to get a Pirates ransom for that number 2 pick, though, because of what we saw last night with Dante Moore. You'll get something, but I don't know that you'll get this incredible haul. That was a great special teams play, yeah. Appreciate what you do for us football fans. I appreciate you supporting me, man. I really, really do. Without you guys, I would not be here. I don't know where I'd be. I wouldn't be in this media room, though, hanging out, having a good time. Here is Matthew Stafford. Gives the ball to Blake Corum, goes up the middle for a gain of 4. Oh, wait a minute. Sean Cantrell is arguing with Soldier. So, in Cage, give you a little background. I mentioned it before. I don't know if you heard. Sean Cantrell is a Bears fan, and Soldier is a Packers fan, and they have this friendly rivalry going on. So let's see. Doesn't matter what Soldier thinks. Let it be written, so let it be done. Yes. Okay, here we go. We've got 2nd and 6 for Stafford. He's 3 of 3 for 40 yards with a touchdown. Very Mendoza-like. He gets the ball off. Finds Nakua, who skirts a tackler and gets across the 20. Playoff football is the best. Playoff football is the best. Tonight's going to be so much fun. Could you believe we have Packers Bears tonight in Chicago? I mean, I'm like a kid in a candy store right now. It's insane. I'll be cool again after the game. Look at that. Oh, bear down. Says in Cage. Yes, indeed. Baal's taking his union break. Baal, yeah, he's been slacking lately. But, you know, he's a football demon, so. Bears going to win tonight, but it's going to be the best game ever at Chicago at night. What's the weather going to be tonight? How cold is it going to be? Let me see. Temperature in Chicago right now, 36 degrees. It'll be, the real feel is going to be around 27. Between 27 and 33. Cold. But Green Bay doesn't care about the cold. Corum again goes up the middle, stop the yard shy of the first down marker. Puka on 3rd down is a chain mover. Yeah, absolutely is, Scott. Absolutely is. Bear down in Cancun. Chicago in January. Yeah, I was wondering if there was going to be like any sort of wetness in the game or anything, but it just looks like it's going to be cold. Crickets now on the Caleb Williams bus talk. Ben Johnson sure quieted those haters this season. Well, Caleb has really improved. And our good buddy Loco, who is a Denver Broncos fan, has this hatred for Caleb Williams for some reason. And anytime we talk about Caleb being how Caleb has improved, man, he goes off on me. He goes off on me. Chicago does play outside. Is Chicago building another stadium? Are they building another stadium? Did I hear that, or am I imagining that? And the Rams are going to have to punt. But get on duty here, man. Where is Rowdy? Rowdy is a Rams fan. I wonder if he's at the game. Beware the fog in Chicago. Yes. I'll tell you, Caleb does make some of the easy stuff look hard, though. And one of those last games that they lost, he had guys open that he just didn't see. So he still has a lot of that in him. But he is a playmaker. He's gotten better. Definitely improved. So, you know, we'll see how it goes. I said that Caleb's run game has helped immensely. Rich thinks it's due to Caleb being able to pass for 300 yards consistently whenever he feels like it. That's not what I said. One day you're going to walk outside and I'm just going to meet you with a clothesline. That's what's going to happen. I'm just going to walk away. We're going to be on the ground like, what the hell is that? You're going to look up and you're going to see my back getting into a car driven by Josh. And we're going to peel off and probably crash into a wall. New stadium in Arlington Heights or Indiana. That's what it is. Okay. It would be great to have another fog bowl. Throwing the ball into the nosebleeds has nothing to do with him not turning it over. That is logical. Historically, he hasn't turned the ball over. He didn't turn the ball over a lot in college. He's pretty good at not turning the ball over. So, you know, come on. Let's be fair. He has improved. You have to admit that he's improved somewhat. I'm not saying he's the best quarterback in the league, but I don't think anybody expected him to be where he is. Oh, we got a Boomer Esiason commercial. It's interesting. He identifies more with the Jets than he does the Bengals. I feel. That's crazy. And he went to a Super Bowl with the Bengals. It's only because Josh's feet are all cut up. Yeah, because of Bubba coming in breaking glass all the time. Chicago won't pay for it. They will try what KC did and go to Indiana with Indiana paying. Remember how KC got that for Kansas? Yeah. I mean, that's kind of, I mean, that was one of the big reasons why Colts left Baltimore. And then the Browns left Cleveland for Baltimore. Baltimore was like, oh, wait a minute. No, we have to give football teams stadiums. That's how you keep a football team. Okay, I get it now. I get it now. Caleb does play hard to the very end. Thank you, Momentum Technologies. He does. He does. Because USC was playing Cal Community College, Bay Harbor State, and Compton High School. You're a maniac. Bryce Young just got sacked. He looked like he didn't know what he was doing. Dante Moore looks small to me, man. He looks like he's Bryce Young's size. Like he does not look like a big quarterback to me. They say he's 6'3". I don't buy those. 6'2", right? 6'2", 215. I think that's what they have him listed as. I thought they had him listed as 6'3". Let me see. He looked small to me last night, though. 6'3", 206. I don't know that he's 6'3". Back to passes. Bryce Young. Oh, man. I thought he was going to get... he got the ball off and it's caught. Thought he was going to get caught for a safety. I was 2nd and 19. They gained some of that back. Tommy Tremble, the great tight end. Why do the Jets and Giants play in Jersey? Yeah, land is cheaper in Jersey, basically. That's essentially it. They used to play at Shea Stadium, and the Giants used to play at Yankee Stadium. But neither of those stadiums exist anymore. Maybe he was standing on a box when they measured him. Yeah, that's what I feel like. Maybe he's wearing rollerblades with big wheels. 4 of 7 is Bryce Young. He gets the ball off, and that, Bryce Young isn't bad. Completes the pass to Jalen Coker. Yeah, the Jets played at Shea for a while. Jets used to play at Shea, and then they moved to New Jersey. There was talk years ago when Pennington was the quarterback of them opening a stadium in Manhattan, but it never came to fruition. Ashley says, thanks, Tim. I answered the question before Tim did, Ashley. Don't thank him. You have to be nice to him because he's an Eagles fan and you're afraid that he's going to turn into a maniac. Bryce Young throws the ball out of bounds. Dude, speaking of Eagles fans, here comes dude. He says you're welcome, Ashley. So how bad are the Panthers going to lose? I would say about as bad as this past Jets season. Oh, very nice. Or as bad as the date, November 22nd, 2012. Do you know what game that was? No, I don't remember that game, dude. Thank you for the tenor. I appreciate it. I do not remember that game. I don't recall that game at all. At all, actually. So if you could help us out with that, we'd appreciate it. Trevor Etienne gets a few yards. Dude is now the stream's top donator, by the way. We're going to get his name up on screen, even though he is diabolical. Even though he is diabolical. Always sneaks in some sneaky, random Jets sort of hate for some reason. But we love him. He is the creator of the Pro Football Demon Discord, by the way. We appreciate that. But this is the score prediction I have, dude. 30-17, right there. So we could get there. We could get there. I do not have a short fuse, I swear. All right, here we go. How much fun is this? This is the best. All right, where's dude's? Oh, here we go. All right, dude has broken a $300 mark with that. Thank you very much. He's a 308. He's your number 5 contender, former champion, by the way. Now you know what I've met Philly fans in my life, and they've all been cool. I've never met a crazy Philly fan, including the people that come in here and hang out. Like you guys are, I mean, not, sometimes in my comment section you get. I'll tell you what, the worst fan base in my comment section was Bears fans for a while and Green Bay fans for a while. They were the worst. Dude, there you go, number 5 contender. Thank you very much. They were the worst. Philly fans have always been cool. Patriot fans have always been really cool in the comment section. Surprisingly, I hate saying that. Ashley comes in with a 20 spot, says, all thanks to you, high and mighty pro football demon. I humbly beg for forgiveness and pray for mercy. I mean, I'm not a dictator or anything, but I appreciate being recognized. You give Tim Daniel praise for a question I answered. You're gonna hear from me. That's all I'm saying. Thank you very much, Ashley. And now Ashley is the high donator on the stream tonight. So, okay. Yeah, but no. Most people have been very cool. Most fan bases, and it's shocking because you have a lot of fan bases have this stigma, but not a lot of it's true. But Bears fans, when they first started putting this team together, they were for a couple of years they were pretty. If you said I don't know if the Bears are going to win, they were pretty bad. They were pretty bad. And man, you tell Green Bay fans you think they're going to have a losing season? My Lord, they get crazy. And in their defense, they don't have losing seasons, so maybe there's a reason for that. Tommy Tremble looks like he's got the first down. Bryce Young, man. Bryce Young's got some spunk to him. Oh yeah, no, I'm not saying the people that come in here the people that come in here, but I'm saying like the most bad interactions I've had are with Bears fans and Packers fans. And it was actually mostly Packers fans. Those are the worst interactions I've had. But no, I mean Sean Cantrell, you guys are awesome. I get a few Bears fans in here, and everybody's cool. But you get those people, just the randoms on the internet that find videos and they decide to start to just talk a lot of smack and be crazy. Mark Sanchez face planting into the booty of his own lineman in game. What was the name of that game again? It was 11/22/12. That was the date. I'm going to have to look that up, dude. I don't remember the name of that game. I don't remember. I mean, there's been a lot of bad with the Jets over the past few seasons. It just escapes me for some reason. Just escapes me. Oh, and Bryce Young throws a pick as I'm sitting here giving him. Maybe I am a jinx or I curse people. I don't know. Maybe I'm a human curse wheel. The second I praise anybody, they do something stupid. There's a flag. Seemed like it came after the play. Good God. Where's the bag clip? So it was unnecessary roughness on Carolina after the play. Looks like Coker stopped on his route. So I don't know that was Bryce Young's fault. Coker should have stayed on the move, and he did not. And dude, as your number 5 contender, is up to 313. Moving up. Trying to get me to say things that I do not want to say. But unless it's written out, I don't have to say it. That's the rule. I think I'm going for the jugular. You're a maniac. Oh, okay. The Rams have the ball. Ball, move. You got to move, ball. Let's see. I see what Charlie Walker's doing there. Charlie Walker doesn't even spell it out. That's classy. You see, I told you, Patriots fans, they can be classy. As much as I hate the Patriots, I have not had a lot of problems with their fans. Praise Tomlin hard and fast Monday all game long. You know I'm going to praise Tomlin. I love Mike Tomlin. Mike Tomlin is going to be locked in on Monday night. Back to pass to Stafford. One-handed catch. Is that Terrence Ferguson? Oh, no, it's Kobe Parkinson. That's a first down. Stafford's 4 of 4 for 52 yards and a tutty. A lot of different energy with the NFL games than there is with college games. Just a complete difference, especially when it's playoff football. Always the Packers hate, even after giving you 2 Hall of Fame quarterbacks. Yeah, and they broke. Both quarterbacks you gave us quarterbacks that were on the verge of breaking. If I went to a garage sale and said, "Wow, it's a beautiful lamp," and you sold it to me and it broke when I got home, I would be mad at you. And I'm mad at you now for the Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers situations. So take that. I think Matthew Stafford retires after the season if they win the Super Bowl. What if they don't? I don't think he retires either. It depends on his pain level. If his back is really bothering him, if it's been bothering him all season, then yes. But if it's managed and it's not hindering him, then I don't think he'll retire whether they win or not. I think it's going to be a pain thing for him though. I know in the beginning of the season, they were saying, so they were being cautious with him because of his back. I don't know what the situation was as far as what he was feeling, but he hasn't missed games this year, so I'm assuming he's fine. Coker stopped on his route, yeah. So that wasn't Bryce Young's fault, so I'm not taking responsibility for cursing Bryce Young on that. Ben Johnson's absolutely a good coach, Emily. Absolutely a good coach. I know you're asking Soldier, but I gotta chime in on that. I'm not gonna let you Packers fans sit here and be like, no, he's just getting lucky. No, we're not gonna have that. We live in real world USA here. I think either Matt or Aaron right off into the sunset. Yeah, there's a possibility they both could. Kind of sad. Let's get this firing out now. Just tell me how great the Jeff Fisher of the last 13 years is. You're really comparing Mike Tomlin to Jeff Fisher. This is, my God. I don't understand this. I feel like you live in the land of Oz and those crazy popums are growing all around your house. And it's affecting reality for you. He's definitely not Jeff Fisher. Soldier just called Ben Johnson a jerk. What do you have to base this on? The fact that he doesn't like Mike LaFleur? Let me tell you something. He's probably just as pissed as Matt LaFleur. He's probably just as pissed at Matt LaFleur as I am for that Dallas game. He's probably watching that at home like, Jesus Christ, Matt, just try to win the game, man. What are you doing? Gain of 5 by, he's still up. By Carnell Cadillac Williams. Now, who is this? I think that was a gain of 6. I hear I'm all of a sudden hearing that Mike LaFleur could be a trendy head coaching candidate next season. I want to live in a world where the New York Jets pass on quarterback this year, get the first overall pick. Arch Manning has a great year next season, Loco, before you start chiming in with all your little laughy faces. Arch Manning has a great college year. There's no doubt he's going to be the number one pick. Jets draft him, and Mike LaFleur is our coach. And Super Bowls galore on the docket. That's all I'm going to say. That could happen. Can anyone, and another question is, can anyone in the North stop them? Yeah, I absolutely think. I don't think the Bears are unstoppable. Puka gets a first down. Stafford is perfect today so far. I will allow Chicago to win the Super Bowl, but after Green Bay. So Green Bay has to win the Super Bowl first, and then you're allowed to allow Chicago to win the Super Bowl. You're better than me. I would never allow any AFC East team to win the Super Bowl. Never. First and goal. Kyron Williams takes the ball down to the 5. Second and goal from the 5 coming up. Arch has been okay this year. He's had his ups and downs. He hasn't been, this dominant player. But he hasn't been awful either. I think he's improved as the season's gone on. But I mean, you hear the name Manning and you're expecting perfection. So he's gonna have that to contend with. Another pass to Puka. How many receptions does Puka have today? He's got 2 touchdowns. My Lord. That's a touchdown for the Rams. They are up 13-zip. This game has all the makings of a blowout. Man. Arch has gotten better this season, yeah. So AI says for the 2025 college football season, Texas quarterback Arch Manning finished with an impressive stats. 3,100 yards, 26 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, 78 QBR, adding 399 rushing yards and 10 rushing touchdowns. That's not bad. Especially considering the numbers we saw from the top quarterbacks, Fernando Mendoza and Dante Moore. I mean, that's fairly close to what they did. 14-zip. Carolina's got to put the foot on the gas. I said the word bad clip before, yeah. I'm gonna eat Bryce Young like a fruit snack, says Isaac on Discord. What's going on with Isaac? Why does he hate Bryce Young? But yeah, Arch hasn't been terrible. I think the Arch hate is because his last name's Manning and people expect him to come out and throw 78 touchdowns. So the second he struggles, it's like, oh, he's a bust. Arch isn't that good. People love to do that, by the way. They don't love to give people too much praise. That's why you're getting a lot of people saying Mendoza, Mendoza looks good, but Indiana's got a great team and the level of competition. And did you see him in the beginning of the season? And what about when he played for Cal and like all this stuff? And it's like, did he play for Cal, or am I confusing that with somebody? But I think he played somewhere else before. Those numbers for Arch are good, especially when you consider the O-line he had to work with this year. And the thing that is very enticing about Arch is if you drafted a quarterback, right, and you said, oh, we're going to bring in Archie Manning, Eli Manning, and Peyton Manning to help groom him and help develop him, you'd probably be happy. You'd be like, oh, wow, man, we're going to get the Mannings to help develop our quarterback? Well, he's a Manning, and he's just got them there to call and talk to all the time. And they're going to be watching his games, and they're going to be watching game tape with him, and they're going to be with him every step of the way to help him improve. So it's going to be hard to not develop Arch Manning in the NFL. They treat him like a Nepo baby, yeah. Oh, Isaac's hate watching the Rams right now, so he's mad at Bryce Young. I got it. Okay, now I got it. It was like an algebra problem for a second. That's how he got his opportunity in the first place. Now, I'll say this, like, yeah, okay, he got the opportunity, but he's been fed this since he was a kid. So it's just in his blood. You know what I mean? So there's a reason why he is where he is. It's not just because he's a Manning, because if he wasn't any good, you know, I mean, he's not Frank Stallone, you know? He actually looks like he's a pretty good quarterback. Antonio comes in and says, Rams, Broncos, Super Bowl. We'll see. I mean, I guess it's a possibility. I don't know what is going to happen. I think the Patriots are going to be a tough out. I don't see the Chargers beating the Patriots. I think the Patriots are going to be a tough out, but we'll see. Second and 7, Bryce Young rolls out to his left. Nice heads-up play by Bryce Young. What a catch! That's a first down. Bryce Young to Jalen Coker. That was nice. That was a nice play. So Bryce Young, pass rush came in. He just spun away from it, got away. Coker adjusted on his route. Liking what I'm seeing from Bryce Young right now. Liking what I'm seeing from Bryce Young. Panthers are at the Rams 46-yard line. Young under center. Rams bring blitz. Young's got time. Gets the ball off. What a pass. To Tet McMillan, that's another first down. He's on the money. He's throwing darts right now. Who's Matt Ryan going to hire? He's officially the president of football in Atlanta. All hail the king. So I think that takes Harbaugh. I think they said Harbaugh, they're requesting an interview for Harbaugh. I think that takes Harbaugh out of the conversation there, maybe, because Harbaugh's going to want more control, I think. And Matt Ryan is essentially going to be calling the shots there. And Cage says I'm taking New England over the Rams in the Super Bowl. Yeah, that could happen. Nice pass again. And that's to Tet McMillan by Bryce Young. Bryce Young looks good, man. I think they exercised his fifth-year option, right? Very nice. And off to Chuba Hubbard. Takes us down to about the 3. As a Texas student who watched him all year, I can confidently say he'll be at least a solid NFL quarterback. No guarantee he'll be generational, but he should be a pretty good starter. And as a Jets fan, that's all I want, is a good starter. Good starter that's going to be there, be able to move the football, be able to win games. Second and 3. Young throws to the end zone. That is incomplete. Icky Aquano's been ruled out for the remainder of the game. Oh, it's tragic. Tragic. He got carted off. Man. Kingsbury or Kubiak for Atlanta? Yeah, I could see that. I could see that. Third and 3 coming up. 2 seconds on the play clock. You get the snap off. Bryce throws to the end zone. Oh, man, there's a flag. That was to Xavier Legette. Durant had his back turned. And it's going to be first and goal from the Panthers. Let's take a look at this again. Oh, yeah, Durant had his arms all over him, man. He wasn't even looking at the football. And then he was acting like, what? What did I do? What are you talking about? Yeah. Was not playing the ball at all. Terrible. Carolina moving the football, man. Yeah, it was way obvious. Midway through the second quarter. You see how much faster NFL games moved than freaking college games? I still have first quarter on the screen, by the way. And Chuba Hubbard gets in the end zone. Wow. And the Panthers strike. 14-6. And you're lining up for the extra point. Make it a 14-7 game. And it's up and it is good. All right, we got a 14-7 game. Carolina. There we go. 14-7, second quarter. Super Bowl will move slower because of all the commercials like the NCAA. Yeah. Well, at least the Super Bowl commercials are entertaining. We're going to get a Doomsday commercial, by the way. We're going to get a long Avengers Doomsday commercial from what I'm hearing. Right in the beginning. So I'm going to keep an eye out for that when we do the Super Bowl. Kyler says, Soldier says, where will Kyler end up? Man. Could Kyler end up with the Steelers? It's interesting. Could end up with the Steelers. Malik Willis could end up with the Steelers, by the way. No, we're not trading for Kyler. They're going to cut him. I don't think we're going to, unless we have. I think Mariota is going to be the starter. I think it's gonna be Mariota. There might be a chance Tyrod's backing him up. Yeah, I've seen the Doomsday teasers. There was the Cyclops one. There was the Captain America one. The Thor one, which was kind of boring. I saw those three. I don't know if there's another one. Murray's a QB2 at this point. Yeah, I don't know if the Jets will bring him. I don't think they'll give up anything for him. If he's cut and he's out there and they need a quarterback, okay, maybe they kick the tires on him. But maybe Atlanta, because Michael Penix can't seem to stay healthy. Are they going to, is Kirk Cousins going to stay there? Could be interesting. Miami is another place where Kyler could end up. I could see that absolutely happening. Use Kyler as a buffer for anyone who gets picked in the first round. Yeah, if you're drafting a quarterback that needs to be developed, I don't know that Kyler Murray is the guy you want in front of him. I think you want somebody who is a bit more of a veteran and is a little more locked in, where they can teach him a little something. Oh yeah, the fourth is Shuri, Namor, and Thing. That's right. Okay, I haven't seen that one though. I haven't seen that. Kirk is working on a team-friendly deal. That makes sense. And they officially killed the Blade movie. I mean, that's been in development for quite some time. So there we go. 14-7. Carolina strikes back. And it's going to be Rams football. I'm worried Kyler isn't serious about football. Yeah, that's why I don't think you would want him to. I think that's kind of what the jury's out on that. That he's not locked in on football. So is that the guy you want there when you have a young quarterback that you're trying to develop? He's playing in front of him. I don't know. I don't know. Do the Avs play every time there's a football game on of any kind? Is that what happens? Only one blade. I mean, this one sounded like it was going to be pretty good, but Blake Corum up the middle for about a game of 3. Okay, Max Crosby on Twitter. Everything happens for a reason. What's meant to be cannot be denied. What's already known doesn't have to be explained. When it's all said and done, I will be a champion and one of the greatest to ever do it. They can sleep out all they want. But cream always rises to the top. This is a Randy Macho Man Savage promo, by the way. The greatest days are ahead. 8 surgeries in obsession, discomfort, sacrifice. I'm willing to give it all to achieve my goals. Adversity will always reveal a man's character. Year 8 incoming. It's about to be iconic. Don't blink. The dogs are being crazy. Hey, what are you guys doing? Hold on a second. Somebody's knocking at the door. All right. The chaos is over. We are back. The chaos is. Oh, can you guys hear me okay? Hold on. Oh, wait a minute. All right, there we go. Yeah. What did I miss here? There's a flag on somebody. Somebody did something wrong. PFA locked herself out of the house. So I had to open the door for her. Lord Chair, good to see you. Is that Lucas or Astro? It's both. It was both of them. I'll be a champion and one of the greatest to do it. Sounds like he's on his way out. Yeah, there have been that. What would make sense for them to. Tyler Higbee was wide open downfield. Big catch on 2nd and 15, first down Rams. It would make sense for them to do that, get some draft capital, and just continue building this team. Took that down to the Carolina 35. Wide open. Is Max Crosby doing wrestling? Yeah. He could be. I mean, that was a Randy Macho Man Savage promo. The cream always rises to the top. If you've never seen that promo, look it up on YouTube. He even had the little creamer with him. But yeah, I could see them trading. I could see them trading Crosby. I mean, he's also just talking, just saying like, yeah, I'm gonna be fine. I'm gonna be the best I've ever been and whatnot. I don't know that he's really signaling that he's going somewhere. Green Bay could franchise Willis. It's going to be interesting to see what happens if they lose tonight. If LaFleur stays. Yeah, franchise tag for a quarterback is 40 mil. Yeah, I don't know if they'll do that. Yeah, they're definitely not going to do that. I mean, unless it's a situation where Jordan Love just looks terrible tonight, or God forbid Jordan Love gets hurt and Willis comes in and then just rolls the Bears, and then goes on a run in the playoffs, then we're talking. Then it's a different situation. Matt LaFleur is staying. We'll see. I mean, I thought Harbaugh was going to not go anywhere either. So 5:53 left in the second, 3rd and 3 coming up. I feel like this is going to be the best playoffs we've ever seen. It's so hard to determine who's going to win. What a catch by Adams. He got pushed out of bounds. They're going to rule that incomplete. I mean, he came down out of bounds, but he got pushed. I don't think he would have come down inbounds, though. Love stats have been good this season, though, yeah. I miss Kraft. Harrison Mevis coming out to attempt a 46-yarder. Kick is up, and it is good. So the Rams will extend their lead 17-7. Bite your tongue, no rolling the Bears. It was a hypothetical. Yeah, I don't think I think it's gonna be a close game. I will reveal my prediction later, but I'm not gonna give anything away. The thicker kicker. Be back in 60 seconds. All right. So you were the one buying all them bones from that guy in Pennsylvania, Lord Chair. He does get around. Sometimes I come into this room and he's not here, and I'm just like, what is he up to? Where is he? What's going on? I don't think LaFleur is going to fire him, unfortunately. That's why. So you guys are a bit split on the LaFleur thing. I know Soldier wants to keep LaFleur. I know Emily doesn't want to keep LaFleur. Pretty interesting. I don't know that he's entirely safe. I will say that. I don't know that he's entirely safe, but if I had to guess, I would say he is. I just don't see them getting rid of him. But again, I didn't see Stefanski getting fired. I didn't see Harbaugh getting fired. So what do I know? Lord Chair was the stunt chair for the MCU. Yes, Nuka. I'm glad that you noticed them. I will take MLF today. So will I. I would take him in a heartbeat. I would take either of the LaFleurs today in a heartbeat, honestly. Rich needs to go as a special teams coach. You talking about me? No, I know who you're talking about. I haven't paid much attention to Green Bay, but why are MLF rumors flying? Because, there's the whole limited success narrative going around, and his offense is is his offense a problem? Has he held Jordan Love back? So, not held him back, but held him back in games, like not let him actually unleash in games. That's what I've heard. I think it's just talk. These shows need things to talk about sometimes. But again, maybe there's something to it. I don't know. I would have bet anything that Harbaugh would have stayed. I was just like, I don't know how you get rid of that guy. 2nd and 2. Rico Dowdle gets nothing on 2nd and 2. We got 3rd and 2 coming up. We need Green Bay to experience badness. Just give it. I mean, you've given us quarterbacks before. Just give us your coach. I agree wholeheartedly, Soldier. I don't think Love is a starter without Matt. I don't think Malik Willis is a starter without Matt. I think Matt is very, very valuable. I would not let him go. If you do let him go, Green Bay is typically well run, so I don't see them letting him go. But if you do let him go, let me tell you, if we're in a situation where Matt LaFleur is fired from Green Bay and Malik Willis is a free agent, a quarterback hungry team, I would not be shocked if there's a team out there that says we're going to bring them both in. And I would love for that team to be the Jets in that situation. Just open up the pocketbooks, bring them both in, because Willis with LaFleur, I would sign up for that. Willis without LaFleur, I'm a little skeptical of. But I don't know that they would want to come to the Jets in this situation, unless the money was just ridiculous. MLF is a bad coach deserving of a bad team like the Jets. Yes, let's punish him. Make him go to the Jets. Tell him to bring Malik Willis with him. Love had the benefit of sitting for 3 years. Yeah, and that helped because when he came in early on and the spot starts, he didn't look good at all. And I remember thinking, like, yeah, they're going to have to get another quarterback. He's not going to be good. I will evaporate Bryce Young. This isn't Bryce Young's fault. He's playing a good game. Bryce Young's the only reason the Panthers were in this game, I think. Tell Isaac to calm down. Tell him to go for a walk. He likes doing that. We'll keep Halfley and send MLF to the Jets. Fine. Good. Done. Where do I sign? Now let's talk Malik Willis. I would sign up for that in a heartbeat. Ashley makes a good point. I believe Favre was a self-starter and Aaron was too. I don't believe the same is true of Love, with all due respect. Yeah, I think Love needed to sit, and I think Matt LaFleur's presence there has turned him into what he's done. Yeah, look, got a Bears fan here saying, as much as I don't like to admit it, LaFleur is that offense. So yeah, let him go. Yeah, let him go. Let him come to us. Ship him all the way to the AFC East. But here's the thing. Green Bay loses tonight. Let's say they get blown out by Chicago. They lose tonight. They retain LaFleur. Next year. Here's something that's interesting too. Okay, the Packers have been the 7th seed for the past 3 seasons. Before the expansion, only 6 teams made the playoffs. So if there were no expansion, the Packers would have missed the playoffs each of the last 3 seasons. That's interesting. So they missed the playoff. They get blown out tonight. They miss the playoffs next season. Or one and done in the playoffs again. Could his job be on the line? And we'll probably be looking for a coach next season. So I'm telling you, Matt West, it's all going to work out. Just trust me. Trust me, please. No, they're not going to keep Charles London. They're absolutely not going to keep Charles London. They haven't fired him. There's no reason, like, they don't have to rush and fire him right now, but they're not going to keep Charles London. I promise you that. Second and 6, Stafford back to pass, gets rid of the football, and he throws that out of bounds. Got 3rd and 6 coming up. And first round exits those 3 years, yeah. So, I mean, the 7 seed, without the expansion, they wouldn't have made the playoffs. They were the 7 seed, and they have exited the playoffs in the first round those 3 years. I sound like Glenn. How do I sound like Aaron Glenn? What did I say? I just said everything is going to work. Oh, because he says everything's going to work out. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for being positive, Matt West. Let me sit here and be a downer. We're never going to be good. This just sucks. God. Poor us. No, it's not me. Come on. Keep your chin up. Trust me, hold on to the rope. When everything turns around, oh man, unless you clean up this attitude of yours, I am gonna be on you like white on rice. I'm gonna be like, no, man, you don't get to celebrate with us. No, you don't get to celebrate with us. Oh, so they weren't one and done in the past 3 seasons. Okay. Third and 6. Stafford goes downfield, overthrows Devontae Adams. 4th and 6 coming up. They're going to have to punt. SG's quoting the Ole Miss versus Miami play-by-play. PFA, do you think the Ravens should have fired John Harbaugh? Absolutely. She said absolutely. You see that? Wait, what? I totally thought she meant that they should have retained him. I'll start getting better when we hire a quarterback coach. It's going to happen. Just, they're not going to keep him. Oh my God, are you kidding me, Trevor Etienne? Oh my God, now the Rams get the ball back. That's not Bryce Young's fault, by the way. It might be Aaron Glenn's fault, but it's not Bryce Young's. Rams football, wow. Right, the punt bounced right off Trevor Etienne's chest. Rams fell on it. Gross. Start a Nomads Club. There's Kathy Menard. I sent her that text message about Harbaugh going to the Raiders. She said it's not going to happen. She said it's not going to happen, but I heard the fear in her voice through the text message. Oh, man. Yay, go Rams. All right, so the Rams are looking to put more points up here. That was terrible. That was terrible. Good God. 2 turnovers for Carolina. Neither of them were Bryce Young's fault, by the way. Jalen Coker stopped on his route before. Trevor Etienne botches a fumble. Blake Corum goes up the middle for about a gain of 6. Oh, man. .213 left. 14 on the play clock. I wonder if they're going to let this tick down to the 2-minute warning or if they're going to run a play. Oh, they're going to run a play. Interesting. Give it to Blake Corum. He's got a first down and some more. Takes it down to the 26 with a gain of 8. Harbaugh to the Giants. Yeah, I could see that. I would say Harbaugh to the Giants. I don't think it's going to be Miami. The reason I don't think it's going to be Miami is because then he has to worry about bringing in a quarterback. I will evaporate Bryce Young. Rich wants you to go for a walk. That's what's going on Discord. There we go. So it's not Bryce Young's fault. They would think John and Gruden would be employed as an NFL head coach if he had just quietly sat for a while and didn't sue the league. Probably. Yeah, probably. A playoffs with no good golf moments. That's crazy. I was certain Detroit Lions would be here. No fear, he is not coming to Vegas. Wait a minute, I just got an alert on my phone. John Harbaugh agrees to a 13-year deal. 13 years? With the Vegas Raiders? That's an unlucky number. I don't. The no income tax thing. I know people always bring that up, but these millionaires don't care about that. They're not. They don't care. It's pennies to them. That's not gonna. That's not gonna nudge his decision either way. He's gonna look at what team can I go to where I have the best opportunity to start winning games and not have to rebuild this thing from the ground up. Miami looks like you have to rebuild that from the ground up. No quarterback, no hope of a quarterback this year. You don't know what's going to happen in the draft yet next year, where you're going to be. You might not have a quarterback at all, unless he has an idea of, hey, can we land Malik Willis or something like that, and thinks he can win games with him. But the Miami thing doesn't make sense to me. People were saying, oh, his daughter's in Miami. His daughter's in Chicago. She's like going to law school in Chicago or something, from what I heard. She used to be in Florida, from what I understand. I don't think the income tax thing, I don't think he cares about that. Income tax thing is a big deal. It's why everyone's leaving California. But he's not going to be coaching in California. I don't think it's a big enough deal to where he is going to make a decision to coach a football team for the next however many years because of the income tax thing. If he's got a better opportunity in New York, I think he'll take that opportunity in New York. It's a bigger market. He's got a quarterback. They have pieces on offense. I think they have pieces on defense. They just had a bad defensive coordinator. So I don't know that the income tax thing is going to be any part. It's going to become part of his decision making or be in the process. First and 20. Blake Corum goes up the middle for a few yards. I think as far as the income tax goes, like when these guys are getting contracts the way they are, it's not much of a concern. You know, maybe yeah, it's there. They think about it. I think it's like a little perk if that's where they want to go, but I don't think they're using it to weigh the decision. If LaFleur gets fired, the Packers are screwed. I agree. I don't think they should fire LaFleur. Yeah, that's what I mean, that's exactly what it comes down to. What's better, no income tax for a couple of years or a Super Bowl and 10 years coaching? you know? I have a friend who's a Dolphins fan who was like, no, Miami is an enticing spot for him. He mentioned the income tax thing. He mentioned his daughter. And I said, okay, but what about the quarterback? Oh, Disney's here. Great. I can go to Disney, but you have no quarterback. I think the roster construction is probably going to be one of the biggest deals to him. And that's why the Jets aren't in an enticing place right now, because we don't know what the hell this roster is going to look like. Matt's keeping an eye on the soup. Hope it's good. Got the Niners and Eagles tomorrow in Philly. How's the draft capital for Miami? Where's Miami's? Let me see. Dolphins 2026. Stafford back to pass, throws over the middle. That is caught by Tyler Higbee. It's short of the first down marker by a couple yards. So they have the 11th overall pick, their own second rounder, their own third rounder, fourth, fifth, and seventh rounders. Missing a sixth round pick. So, I mean, it's okay. The 11th overall pick is fine. But unless you're reaching on Ty Simpson, and do you believe in Ty Simpson? Or if Dante Moore slips, but you have to believe in Dante Moore, and you don't want to roll him out right away. Either of those guys. So. Well, Vegas is a good place to land because you have the first overall pick. So you're going in with, a quarterback. So you don't have to worry about that. You just worry about, and they have some playmakers. It's not a terrible spot. 4th and 3. The Rams go for it. Incomplete pass. Carolina will take over. He might have had room to run for the first down. It looks like McVay went over to talk to him. I don't know if that's what they were talking about, but that was a terrible, terrible pass, incomplete. Here comes Carolina. Let's move Baal. He's on the Carolina side. Working out of the shotgun is Bryce Young. 10 of 17, 114 yards. Sorry, one interception today. That was not his fault. Rico Dowdle gets taken down behind the line of scrimmage. What is this? A smothered burrito or an enchilada. That is incomplete. Are there flags? There's another flag. It could be holding. Wait, what is that going to be? Pass interference? Sean McVay does not look happy. I don't agree with Stanky that anything smothered is an enchilada, but when you first look at that, that could pass for an enchilada, but upon closer inspection, that looks like a burrito to me. A smothered burrito, yeah. That's at first glance it could appear like it's an enchilada. So 1st and 10 for the Panthers. They are at their own 47-yard line. 1st and 10. Bryce Young delivers the football wide open as Jalen Coker takes it inside the 20. What a pass by Bryce Young. He is impressing the hell out of me. Oh my God. Yeah, smothered does not equal enchilada. Stanky is insane. I'm sorry. I'll say it over and over again. Yeah, the emojis were crazy. There was even the bag clip emoji under that. Stanky's rationale and some of the arguments he gets into needs to be studied by science. That is Leggett. That was a little overthrown. Bryce Young's got some nice touch on these balls, though. This Panthers team is impressing me. And back to pass is Bryce Young. That is incomplete. Intended for Rico Dowdle. Wife is making vegan enchiladas right now. Oh, Shane giggles. Come on. That sounds fantastic. Lake is getting tore up out there, yeah. Third and 10. Rams still have a timeout. Bryce Young back to pass. He's got pressure. He escapes. He's going to run. He gets a first down and dives into the end zone. Bryce Young, I'm going to say it. Bryce Young is a grown man. He's officially a grown man from this point forward. Bryce Young is a baller. Wow. I love it. Very nice. Very nice. And here is the kick. It's up. And it's good. 3-point game. Wow. Wow. The Panthers will not go quietly. He has graduated to Sir Bryce, officially. He has graduated. Sir Bryce of Young, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hear it for him. Sir Bryce of Young. We have just knighted him. There we go. There we go. He has been knighted. That was a hell of a play. He has caught my attention this entire game. Look at him. Look at him. Oh man, I love it. How great is this for Carolina to see that your quarterback, a guy who people were like, he's small, he doesn't play well, like he's actually come to life. Very nice. This could be what Dante Moore becomes, by the way. I mean, who knows? Fix the score. It's fixed. Oh, you mean like the, oh yeah, hold on. There we go. Okay. Now it looks good. So excited. He is a knight of the realm. And the Panthers, they're doing everything they can to ruin this with Bryce Young. Kick did not reach the landing zone. The rest of the Panthers are unserious, except Jalen Coker and Tet McMillan so far. I'll even say maybe Rico Dowdle, but and Tommy Tremble. But man, come on. Sir Bryce has arrived. Look at him. Knighthood. Welcome to knighthood. This is a big day. Stafford gets the ball off. That is caught by Devontae Adams. That's a first down. And Hubbard, yes. All right. Panthers are not deserving of this performance. No, they're not. They're not. He's still a hedge knight. He's not a hedge knight, Tim Daniel. You're crazy. A hedge knight would be a knight without a home. Back to pass to Stafford. He's Sir Bryce of Young. He resides in Carolina. We know where his home is. Malik Willis might be a hedge knight, but no, he's still he's not Sir Malik of Willis yet. He's still Squire Malik of Willis. If anything smothered was an enchilada, then we were served duck enchiladas last night. Oh my God. Oh, yes, Oregon. They were smothered. Back to pass is Stafford. Gets batted away as he was throwing. 3rd and 10 coming up. Emily says, Rich, if MLF was safe, he and Brian would have had an extension done before Ed took over. Green Bay does deals in between seasons if they believe in you. I don't think they're gonna fire him. I'm not like I said, I didn't think Harbaugh was gonna get fired. I also didn't think Stefanski was gonna get fired. So if they got rid of him, I'm not gonna say I would be entirely shocked. It's just not something I would do. And I don't think they're gonna do it. But you might be right. I mean, I'm not saying you're wrong. I don't know. I don't see it happening. Puka drops the football. Wow. He had a step on a defender, hit him right in the hands, and it just popped out. Wow. Good God. What happened to his hands? Yes, Sir Ryan Fitzpatrick was the ultimate hedge knight. Yes, he was. Sir Joe Flacco has since become a hedge knight as well. Sir Joseph Flacco, I should say. Oh, and there is they're going to take over at the 15, the Carolina Panthers with 8 seconds left. Man, there comes Sir Bryce of the Young, the newly knighted Sir Bryce of Young. I should put a crown on the Panthers. Very excited about this. Let me see. Okay. $17-14 game. We are going to half face. Man, Puka. Officially at half face. Thank God this isn't going to be a 45-minute half face. Because I had it with that. Oh, man. All right. Very exciting. What a game. Who would have thought that this is where we'd be right now? All right. So, where are we? I'm gonna give me a 60-second. Give me 60 seconds. I'll be right back. All right, we're back. Um, let's see something. Lord Chair looks confused as to the score. Okay. The heck is going on outside? I think somebody's mowing the lawn outside. I want to make sure that no one's coming at me with a chainsaw. All right. So I have something to show you guys, and this is a very, very important night because we just had something amazing happen. And since you are part of the live stream, you're going to be the first to see this. But this will be in content coming up. You guys are going to be the first to see this. Because that's what happens when you join the live streams. You get first crack at some of this stuff. So what we have had in the past. Oh, there's a Grassi Posse raid? Hold on. Oh my God. All of a sudden, I just started seeing the chat go crazy. The chat went crazy, and we got another Grassi Posse raid. In the first playoff game of the season. Are you serious? Oh, look at this. We got Nathan Ramos. Father Dismas says, hit that like button. Yes. Melissa Sullivan. Oh, the toe diver? What? John Hill. Thank you very much, Tom Grassi. This guy's a maniac coming in, rating us the way he does. I really appreciate it, man. Getting rated as this happens. The Alaskan Adventurer is here. Can you believe that? All the way from Alaska. He traveled all the way here just to see us in the Demonverse. What is going on, Tim? What is going on, Denny Street? What is going on, Diego? What is going on, Alvin? The Toe Diver says, raid. Cal Flumer is here. I hope I said your name right. Stormfather, Jennifer Coots, Tex, Carl, Calvert. What is going on? Good luck to the Packers tonight, by the way. I have some Bears fans here that are hanging out. 180 concurrents, man. Imagine that. 131 likes now. The last time we had a Grassi Posse raid, we hit 136 likes. So now we have 100 and how many do we have? 130, 131. Let's see. King Ors is here. Just got here. What's going on? We just got hit with a Grassi Posse raid. Grassi sending love. There's Deb Backy. Look at that. I know, Deb. What's going on? She says, go Panthers. She comments on videos. Go Pack, go. Carl Calvert's here. Thank you very much. That was awesome. Oh, man. What a way to kick off the playoffs than to have a Grassi Posse raid. That is excellent. Grassi raid, sending some love. There's Money Mike Madness coming over. Wow, look at that. You are the go-to? Oh, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Very much appreciated. 155 likes. That's a record, ladies and gentlemen. 155 likes. Are you kidding me? So that is on 1/10/2026. There we go. Grassi raid. So we've hit 155 likes. Excellent. And what game is this? This is Rams, Panthers. I like to make note of this stuff. Wild card. Excellent. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. Rams head coach has no socks, says Ted Mitch. I love the raid. Go Bryce Young. So here we go. Grassi Posse raid says Leanne Hawley. Grassi Posse raid sending love and likes. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. JD Blanche comes in with a tour and says sending love. I appreciate it. Look at that. Packers fans are the best. Yes, I'm now glad I paid $8 for Wi-Fi on my flight. Look at SG. Fourth raid this season? I believe so. Is it fourth? We might have had more. We might have had more. Thank you very much, JD. I appreciate it. He raided us a few times this year. And always appreciate it. I think JD's actually been here before. Yes. Thank you very much, JD. Oh, man. Excellent, excellent, excellent. I'm staying here right now. Local college hockey game starts at the top of the hour. 5th one overall. Yes. That is phenomenal. That is phenomenal. 160 likes. So at the end of the stream, we're going to keep an eye on that and see where that goes. But, wow, that's really cool. That is really cool. 17-14. So what I wanted to show you guys before that happened, I was in the middle of getting something ready here. And let's see. Winner's title. No, let's do this. Hold on. So this is what I'm going to show you guys. Ted Mitch says, Olsen calling the game straight with no bias. I hate it. Yeah. 4 this season. We also had 1 last season. So this is what we had before in terms of Bryce Young. This is where we were with Bryce Young before. And I am going to show you right here on the left side of my screen. He was Squire Bryce of Young. And you've all seen this picture before. And what we have now, ladies and gentlemen, is he has ascended to knighthood. Sir Bryce of Young, that is the official Sir Bryce of Young collector's card. Excellent. There it is. Rams are selling. Vegas, put the call in. So there we go. There is Sir Bryce of Young. Yes, Leon Hawley says Grassi Posse. Really appreciate it. Really, really appreciate it. 19 concurrents. Excellent. 28 concurrents. It's all over the place. Very nice portrait. Very nice portrait. It's bad weather in Philly. Is it going to be like that tomorrow? We're going to get bad weather tomorrow in Philly? 4th Grassi raid this season. What a way to kick off the playoffs. What a way to kick off the playoffs. Once Bryce goes through puberty, he may be good. He might be better than Jalen Hurts already. He might be better than Jalen Hurts already. So, I don't know. I'm going to say that. I'm going to say that. I don't care. Get mad all you want, Ted Mitch. Oh, wait a minute. No, wait. You're not an Eagles fan. You're not an Eagles fan. I thought for a second, I'm sorry. I got confused with you and somebody else who's an Eagles fan. In the DC area, it has rained all day today. Wow. Just saw Tom Grassi and he said MLF wants a big deal as he's the oldest head coach in the playoffs. Is he the oldest head coach in the playoffs? Is that true? Is that true? I don't know. Hail, hail, huzzah. Yes. Sir Bryce of Young, he has been promoted to knighthood on this day. And this is a day we shall all remember. I'm going to show you the image again. There it is. Look at that. Look how stoic he looks. That's excellent. He's got the sword. I mean, all he had before was a little cloak, and he was laughing. He was just having fun as he was training. But now it's serious. Now it's serious, and he might win this game. He might win this game. Tim Daniels, the one that I was talking to, Ted Mitch. I thought you were Tim Daniel for a second. I was trying to take a shot at Jalen Hurts since he's an Eagles fan. My bad. All right. So let's get Sean Cantrell's belt back up on screen. Resident Eagles fan here says currently rebranding. That's why all the booze is going to be top shelf. Urban Meyer, Urban's first day, yes. When Grassi came in and rated us, did he make reference to my hair again? Because he's done that before. He really likes my overall look, from what I understand. I take offense to that, says currently rebranding. I mean, I don't know. The way Bryce Young is throwing the football right now, we'll see. We'll see how the rest of this game goes. But I have been very critical of Jalen Hurts. We got to see what he does tomorrow, but I've been critical of Jalen Hurts. When you take a shot at the king, you best not miss. That's true. I got to go back and check. Yeah, check SG. Clip it if you can, if you do see it. I'm so glad SG paid the $8 to get us on his flight. I don't mind the Eagles. They haven't beaten my Seahawks since 2008. Look it up. I don't think we have to. Don't think we have to. All right, we got the game coming back. We are at half face, and we are going to change that to the third quarter, right? That's what comes after half face. There we go. All right. How do you like my Scottish accent? Philip Quinn is here. Good afternoon, Demonverse. Wait a minute. He is your all Demonverse champion, by the way, the great Philip Quinn. We got to move titles around to make room for everyone. What is going on? Philip Quinn, keep an eye. This is the first time you're seeing the new aesthetic, right? How do you like your new belt? How do you like that? Look at that. You just missed the Grassi raid, too. We had a Grassi raid. It was epic. It was epic. The mighty Quinn has returned, ladies and gentlemen. The most devastating pile driver you'll ever see. And it's Rams football. Philip is a Saints fan. Philip is a Saints fan. Also, Philip Quinn, Bryce Young earlier, we promoted him to knighthood. He is now Sir Bryce of Young, no longer Squire Bryce of Young. So there's been a lot going on. It's been a lot going on. Yes, the new Demonverse belt to match the aesthetic with the red. That looks cool. I really like that. Thank you very much, Matt West. Let's go, Tyler Shuck. Yeah, Tyler Shuck looks like the real deal. They don't have to draft a quarterback right now. Saints arrow is pointing up. That is incomplete to Devontae Adams. I think your Saints found the gem. Yeah, I think you have the coach QB combo. I really like Kellen Moore as a head coach. Tyler Shuck looks like he knows what he's doing at quarterback. You guys draft like Cornell Tate or something, that offense is going to be humming. That offense is going to be humming. The Saints do not suck. We shock. Excellent. I like when teams turn things around and their fans are happy. I don't know what that feels like as a Jets fan. I really don't. Notice my aesthetic isn't green anymore. There's a reason for that. Panthers are playing defense. What world is this? Yeah. Best quarterback last draft. Looks like it, yeah. Looks like it. All hail Philip Quinn, says Encaged. Look at this. Philip Quinn comes in and he gets love right away. 3rd and 10 coming up. There is Matthew Stafford. He gets the ball off. That is incomplete. Off target to Devontae Adams. And they're going to have to punt. And Baal shall move as he does. Baal hates moving. So he's like Paulie from Goodfellas. He doesn't move for anybody. And there is Sean Cantrell, your Demon Lord champion, saying, good evening, Philip Quinn. We've got 2 champions in house tonight, ladies and gentlemen. These guys had an epic battle all year long. Cardinals, Jets, and Raiders suck. Well, thank you, Emily, for pointing that out. Thank you so much. Please capitalize Jets next time. That is a fair catch. All right. First drive of the second half is a 15-second 3-and-out bag clip. Was that ETN again? I hit him in the face mask. Get this man off the field, please. He almost dropped that. Man. Got to clean this up, dude. All right, here comes Sir Bryce of Young. 14:37 left. I have all the faith in the world in this man to drive this team down the field right now. All the faith in the world. ETN needs glasses. He needs something. Bryce of Young, 11 of 20 for 151 yards and an interception. If you weren't watching this game, you would say, oh, those numbers suck. But look at Bryce Young go when he slides. Just fast enough. He gets 9 when he needed 10, but it was first down, so who cares? Didn't mean for the Cardinals to capitalize. Keyboard did it automatically. You could. I mean, you don't have to capitalize any other team name. You must always capitalize the name Muji and Jets. I'm sorry. That's got to be a rule. That's got to be a rule. The refs have a gimmick, BETS, bets. They can't use that. That's ours. You're going to have a lawsuit on their hands. 2nd and 1. And there goes Chuba. He finds a hole. Gets through, and that's a first down. The Panthers look confident right now. Chris Shula looks as confused as hell right now. He looks insanely confused. Oh, no, poor soldier, stop that. I know what you're doing. No, listen, nothing bad is going to happen to Bryce Young after this. He just he had to throw that in the dirt. But, I mean, that wasn't my fault. That was pressure. Nothing bad is going to happen to Bryce Young here on out. He's going to, I mean, as long as his team doesn't sell him, he's going to be just fine. It's going to be just fine. Here we go, 13-16 left in the third. Bryce Young working out of the shotgun, 3 seconds on the play clock. He takes the snap. Blitz coming. He rolls away from the blitz, gets the ball off, and throws that out of bounds. He's doing a good job of avoiding pressure, man. He's doing a hell of a job avoiding pressure. There we go. Capital M, Muji. Wait a minute. I think you spelled it wrong, though. There's no H. Darren Muji with no H. My back and ribs are sore from too many Philip Quinn pile drivers to continue with the quests. They were epic battles. That was like, they were on par with The Undertaker, Mankind, Hell in the Cell match. Bryce Young throws over the middle, and that is caught by Ted McMillan. Ted McMillan is a beast. He is a beast. I've never been so sure of anything in my life that nothing bad will happen to Bryce Young. It's not quite what I said, but okay. Big catch by Tet. It is Muji, yes. And there we go. Chuba Hubbard goes up the middle for about a gain of 4. No, all is forgiven, Emily. I'm just saying for future reference. Those are the rules. We got rules here in the Demonverse. There aren't a lot of rules, but there are some ridiculous ones like that. I have to admit it, I was dead wrong about Ted McMillan during the draft. So the knock on him was he was slow, right? That was like he's just going to be a guy. I mean, he's putting that to rest. Kind of reminds me of Mike Evans. I know that's high praise, but Chuba Hubbard avoids a tackler, but still gets stopped at the line of scrimmage. They're at about midfield. If Muji nails the draft, he will be Muji. Is that how we're saying that? My 3-month-old yesterday is sleeping on me, and he'll be baptized next Sunday with 37 people coming. Nice. We got 30 people in the chat. So it's almost the same. 3rd and 5 for Bryce Young. Looks like the Rams jumped. There's a flag, free play, and that is overthrown. And oh my God, Philip Quinn comes in with 4 hundo and says, Sean, it was an epic fight. The Demonverse champion just got to 5K, ladies and gentlemen, with that 4 hundo. High off of the Saints. Incredible closeout to a season. Thank you so much, Philip Quinn. Let's get that updated right away. Wow. Starting what a better way to start the playoffs. So we had a Grassi raid. We have Philip Quinn coming in saying hi to us. He gets to 5K. This is insane. Thank you so much, my friend, for all the support you give the channel. As we got Philip Quinn here. Hold on a second. I messed something up. Yeah, I just got to fix that. Hold on, that's the wrong thing. Wait a minute. That's the wrong thing I did. I got to fix this. Second and 6. Bryce Young, they are at the 43-yard line. Bryce Young back to pass. He swings this out to Chuba Hubbard. He's got room to run, and he's going to get a first down. All right. Where the hell? There we go. Okay, I got it. There we go. So that's updated there, and I got to update this over here. I screwed something up, but we're back. We're back. The great Philip Quinn, ladies and gentlemen, going to get all of his names updated on screen as they should be properly. Hubbard gets a couple yards. And Bryce Young was like, we got to go. I mean, he's playing well. There we go. Philip Quinn, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. All right. So here we go. 2nd and 8. You are a legend, sir, says Ashley, your number 1 contender. Amazing. I hope to go to New Orleans one day, says Emily. Speaking to the champion. That is Sir Philip of Quinn. Look at that. Look at that. The Phantom Lord Champ demands Philip Quinn be called Sir Philip of Quinn. Yes. Love your channel. Pray that you succeed in life. Thank you, Jay Garza. Jay Garza is a Cowboys fan. I appreciate it, Jay Garza. With you guys here, man, of course, this is totally success right now. I mean, this community is insane in the best way possible. Back to pass is Bryce Young. Hits Tommy Tremble on 3rd and 7. He's going to be 2 yards shy of the first down marker. So they're going to be looking to tie the game right now. Field goal team is coming out. Sean and Philip are just the best. Yeah, they should both be knighted. Along with, we should have Sir Philip of Quinn and Sir Sean of Cantrell. That's what they should be named going here on out. Both of them. I think I got everything updated right on screen, right? Yeah, okay. Ryan Fitzgerald puts this through, and we got a tie ball game, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of excitement going on. 17-17. The Muji Mendoza sounds like a 90s dance. Do the Muji Mendoza. I mean, what are we at on the poll here? So 41% on 149 votes. 41% said yes, they need assets. 40% say no, get Mendoza. So that's exactly where we are with this. This is like, it's a good enough deal to where you have to listen to it and consider it. But also it's reasonable to decline it. Insane. 164 likes on the stream. And now the Panthers just need to sack Stafford 2 or 3 times. Yeah. The Rams, man, this is crazy. This is crazy. That was Ted Mitch that said that. When's PFA's birthday? I hope you have something fun and special planned. Yeah, we do. It comes up in February. I've got a very nice evening out planned with her and the family. It's going to be a lot of fun. Good luck to the Cowboys next season, Jay Garza. Look how nice Ashley is. Just wishes everybody's teams luck. Jay Garza's a good one, man. Jay Garza's a good one. New to the stream this season, always comes in positive, gives support to the stream. I mean, couldn't ask for more. Yeah, Bryce Young is doing this without his left tackle, by the way. He looks unfazed. By the way, a name that we are all not talking about, who is an available quarterback out there, and many of you are going to laugh, but I think in the right situation, he can be fixed in a big way, is Will Levis. I'm saying it now. I mean, you can laugh at me all you want, but Will Levis ends up in the right hands. I think that could be insane. You're humbling me. Congratulations to Philip Quinn on being the first of 5,000. Yes, congratulations to Philip Quinn. Well said, Sean Cantrell. Oh, the logo creators here, by the way. What up, Demonverse? Been here the whole time, but I'm taking down Christmas decorations with a toddler. Go football. I mean, it is January 10th. It's a little late to be taking down Christmas decorations, if we're being honest. Mayo Boy? Yes, Mayo Boy. I'm telling you. Logo creator, yes. Logo creator is a Giants fan, but his wife is an Eagles fan. So he does support the Eagles as well. If they don't pay Bryce, do you want him in New York, PFD? They're going to pay Bryce. But, I mean, what I'm seeing right now, sure, yeah. I would take Bryce Young in New York. He has impressed the hell out of me this game. Impressed the hell out of me. I agree. Will goes to the Vikings. He has a chance. Yeah. Goes to the Vikings. He goes to the Rams. I mean, everybody's talking about the Rams drafting a quarterback. What if they just say, you know what, we'll take Will Levis and let him sit behind Stafford if Stafford comes back? That could be interesting. I'm going to agree with the Levis statement only because I have him stashed on my IR, and I have him stashed in every dynasty league I'm in. I believe in Will Levis. Now, if you're asking me if Will Levis were to go to the Jets, would I have faith? I would need to see what the situation is. Like if we had Mike LaFleur, not Matt, or I mean either of them, but I'm saying like Mike LaFleur would be. I think we have more of a shot of getting him. I don't know that Matt LaFleur is going to get fired, but anyway. We had him, I would say yes. He ends up with Kevin O'Connell. That'll be sweet. Stafford overthrows Puka. Got 3rd and 7 coming up. You can have Young for a first. Says Celtic Scarecrow. He's a Panthers fan. Wow, you're out on Bryce Young? Were you here? We knighted him. He has become Sir Bryce of Young now. He has become Sir Bryce of Young this evening. So 3rd and 7, there's an injury. No way they don't pay him. Yeah, that's what I say, King. They're definitely paying him. They are definitely paying him. I want all the home teams to win this weekend, says Jay Garza. I hate the Eagles, and I still want them to win this weekend. Look at that. You have an Eagles fan. Or you have a Cowboys fan rooting for the Eagles. This community is awesome. Stafford's having Detroit flashbacks. So, what movie is this? By the way, I saw... What is the name of that movie? What is it? Begonia, right? That the name? Yeah, Begonia. I saw the movie Begonia. That was very interesting. It was a pretty good movie. It's a little slow moving, but I enjoyed it. So if you get a shot, check out Begonia. It's more of a, I don't want to tell you what it is. Horror vibes, sort of that deal. It was very good though. I've been saying Minnesota, Levis to Minnesota for a while. Yeah. Yeah, and I kind of forgot about him because he's been out this year, and then it kind of hit me again today. I was sitting there thinking about quarterbacks that are available who could possibly come to the Jets, who could possibly make some noise next year, and then he popped into my mind again. I was like, I forgot about Will Levis. I think he could be resurrected in a big way. Bizarre movie from previews. It's not as bizarre as the previews made. The previews didn't do it any justice. I'll say that. I was intrigued by it because I kept seeing the previews and I was like, what is this about? And then I read a quick, it didn't give anything away, just a quick synopsis of what the movie was about, and that piqued my interest. And I watched it and I liked it. I thought it was very good. I love the direction they went with it. It was very good. The Steelers win the Super Bowl would be so insufferable. JJ is the man. Vikings need to stick with 9. Oh, Ted Mitch. No, get him out of there. I honestly think if Will Levis was there, he would outplay him. Still too inconsistent for me, but he's still in the contract for at least 2 years before the Panthers have to pay him. He is getting better, though. That's the thing. He's getting better. He is navigating the pocket well. This is a big improvement. It's like he knows when to run, and his passes are accurate. He's hitting his receivers. I don't know. Bryce Young's opened my eyes. Now, you're a Panthers fan, so you've watched them all year. I'm seeing him in a game like this, and I'm like, oh yeah, he's the real deal. But big pass over the middle to Devontae Adams, and they are in Panthers territory. Levis would be a good fit for a lot of teams. So here we go. Adams has 2 catches for 33 yards. Stafford back to pass. They pick up the blitz. Stafford gets the ball off, and that is dropped by Puka. Steelers win the Super Bowl. I can die happy. 9 is committing war crimes against JJ. Yeah, Jay Jettas. He's definitely doing that. See, everyone wants the Steelers to win a Super Bowl, says Father Dismas. I wouldn't say everyone does. I'm telling you, Steelers Packers Super Bowl, Matthew Stafford is holding his hand. He looks like he's in pain. So that's his throwing hand, too, man. 5:57 left in the third. Stafford back to pass. Throws over the middle. That is caught by Kyron Williams. About a 5-yard gain. Third down and about 5 coming up. Not everyone. Sprains out there swinging at Stafford, trying to get him. Emily says I could win with Aaron winning if he can retire, as long as it's not against Green Bay, Seattle, or Philadelphia. I can live with that. Well, yeah, you're a Packers fan, so seeing your former quarterback win a Super Bowl on his way out, would be nice. Adams gets nailed as he jumps for a ball, and he is down. And there's a flag. It's going to be leading with the helmet, I think. Was that incomplete? Panthers fans are booing the hell out of the refs right now. The Panthers got screwed against the Bucs, by the way. Let's take a look at this and see what they do. So Adams goes up. Helmet to helmet. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good call. That's a good call. Can't go helmet to helmet. So, Devontae's tongue is bleeding on that. He bit his lip. Helmet to helmet. Yeah, that's a good call. That's a good call. New life for the Rams. 1st and 10. Adams brought up some Taco Bell. 5:11 left, 17-17. The Rams have the ball at about the 29-yard line. And here's Stafford under center. It's like they are going to give it to Kyron Williams. He gets about a gain of 3 on that. Last thing we need is some referee controversy. They've been pretty good all game. Definitely don't need it, but they absolutely screwed the Panthers last time. No doubt about that. Against the Bucs, that was atrocious. That was atrocious. Second half, Matthew Stafford is 2 of 8 for 24 yards. 2nd and 6 from about the 24. Stafford throws it to Parkinson, and that is dropped. 3rd and 6 coming up. Sprain is trying. He's doing his best. We're fighting him off. So. Third and 6. Puka's back in the game. Stafford working out of the shotgun. Puka's at the top of the screen. Snap. Stafford throws it to Puka in the end zone, and that is incomplete. 4th down. Rams are going to bring the field goal unit out, I think. Matt is looking spooked. Yeah, when he's got that hand injury, so no, he doesn't want to take any hits. I do not have a Scooter's Coffee. Oh, Baal was in the wrong spot, by the way. Let's move him. Thank you, SG, for pointing that out. 42-yard attempt. Kick is up. And it is good, and the Rams take the lead 20-17. 20-17. What's the prediction again? 30-17 is the prediction. 30-17. All right. Well, let's see. The thicker kicker. Stafford's hand doesn't work. No. It's not working the right way. So it is going to be Panthers ball, so ball can get down there. It's windy as hell now. At the game? All right. So when this game's over, going to take about a 20-minute break or so, and then I'll be back for the second game. All right. So this is interesting. This is a Bryce can win it now. Tide is turned. I think he can. That'd be something. Panthers with a home playoff game. Nobody thought they would be here. And then they knock out the Rams. That'd be insane. That would be beating the Rams twice this season. I think anybody had that. I know I didn't. So we got professional football in the spring. Seeing that commercial right now. The UFL. I'm not doing another UFL game. That was one of the worst football experiences of my life, watching the UFL. We did a live stream for that. It was just bad. Oh my God. It's barely even football. Rams look beatable even if they win. Yeah. They absolutely do. They definitely look vulnerable. Devontae Adams was evaluated for concussion. He cleared concussion protocol, so he's ready to come back into the game. You all foul. Yeah, it was bad. My God. Xavier Legette takes this down to the 31-yard line, and here comes Bryce Young. 3:11 left in the third quarter. I mean, Bryce Young he's looked really good. He's got such touch on that ball too, man. Samuel Miller says, my city, Louisville, just got a UFL team. They start in the spring. Were you here when we did that live stream? That was excruciating. That was excruciating. Chris Redman is coaching. Oh, wow. Louisville Kings. That's a good name. 4:11 left. I'm sorry, I thought I said 3:11. 4:11 left in the third quarter. And here we go. Yeah, Rams secondary has not looked good. Young swings this out to Rico Dowdle. You see him going through his progressions too. And you see the pressure coming, and he goes through his progressions, and he finds the right guy. I mean, so that was a personal foul on the that was on the kickoff, was it? And Sean McVay is giving him a little talking to. But the Panthers are in Rams territory. Give to Dowdle. He gets tackled at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 4 coming up. Might be something to do on a spring day, yeah. They have to improve the level of play, and then maybe I'll consider streaming it. Or, cut a deal with me or something, and then I'll consider streaming it. But we did the title game, and man, it was bad. It was bad. I'm sure going to it live would be fun, but sitting here watching it on TV was not. But I mean, I have problems with college. I like professional football. Xavier Legette cannot come down with that, and we got 4th and 4. Panthers are likely going to punt here. Offense is staying on the field. It's 4th and 3. Very, very interesting. All right. Panthers are going to go for this. They're going to Dan Campbell it. Let's see what happens. They're saying 4th and 3, but on my screen it says 4th and 4. And 1 yard is a big difference. And Bryce Young back to pass. Gets flushed out of the pocket. Gets rid of the ball, and that is incomplete. Turnover on downs. Throws like that are why I'm not sold on Young. I mean, he got pressured right away. He didn't have any time. And then he had to throw it on the run. Like, kind of like this. It wasn't an easy throw to make. And he had no time. So, 60-second timeout. I'll be right back. All right, we're back. Lord Chair, how long did you serve in Delta Force? He's telling you tall tales, soldier. Don't listen to him. Don't listen to him. Ashley says, speaking of team names, Baton Rouge had a minor league hockey team called the Kingfish after Huey Long from 1996 to 2003, and another team called the Zydeco from 2023 to present. Very nice. Lord Chair is a sniper. All right. Blake Corum goes up the middle for about a gain of 7. I didn't count that station break. It's okay. I was back in time. I was definitely back in time. This is true. I do have such sights to show you. Just stick with me. You will see a lot. Zydeco. Is that right? Zydeco? Is that how you say it? And Stafford gets sacked on 2nd and 4 back at the 45, the Rams 45. And we got 3rd and long coming up. Man. Carolina's defense is coming alive. Philip Quinn says, I haven't seen Red X in a while. Has he been around? Yeah, he was here actually earlier in the stream. He showed up. I think he was here last night too when we did the Mendoza game, as I will call it. Stafford gets this ball off, and that's picked off by Carolina. Wow. Mike Jackson just cuts off the route, picks off Stafford, and Carolina's got excellent field position. Event Horizon makes me happy. That's such an underrated movie. That's a good movie. Good golf, says Soldier. Mike Jackson is a smooth criminal. Yes, he is. Beautiful pick, man. I wonder what that feels like, to be a fan of a team that picks the football off. I don't know what that feels like. Stafford was rattled after that hit, and he threw a pick. He's got happy feet. Blue and gold Santa. Chuba Hubbard gets this back to the line of scrimmage. Blue and gold Santa. Oh, man. We got new characters arising as the playoffs are upon us. Stafford keeps holding his hand. I mean, just grabbing his hand. It looks like he is in a lot of pain. Bryce Young back to pass. Steps up. Beautiful pass to Jalen Coker, who is inside the 10. Wow. Where is Celtic Scarecrow? How about passes like that? Huh? Do you like passes like that? What do you think? What do we think you can get for Rattler? Maybe like a pick swap, like a later pick swap, maybe. That sounds about right to me. I led my team in picks this year. Yeah, we all did. Every Jet fan had as many picks as anybody else. Ka-ching, says Ted Mitch. That was a beautiful pass. Coker's good, man. Coker is good. Where's Celtic Scarecrow? We got to fire him up. Let's go. Sir Bryce of Young is making his name known. He's got the sword in his hand, and we are going to the fourth quarter. Oh, beautiful. Yeah, and I need to see them more often. Oh, man, I like it. I like the accountability. I like how we as football fans have high standards. Well, I don't have, my standards aren't that high. I'm just like, can I have a quarterback? When I see a quarterback complete passes, it excites me because we haven't had that happen in so long. This is true. Just a reminder that PFD was made a Lord of the Nine Hells in D&D in 2025. That is true. That's absolutely true. Thank you for pointing that out, Nuka. Fleetwood Mac on the breaks, nice. When the Cowboys played the Giants in Week 18, they went to commercial. They used Cowboys from Hell to go to commercial by Pantera, and I was So happy about that. I even tweeted about it. I was like, man, they never would have done that when I was in high school. And if they did, I would have been like, wow. Oh, look at Celtic Scarecrow. Coming, he's attacking his quarterback here. Young doesn't carry a sword. He just carries a big knife. It just looks like a sword because he's so short. He's playing like he's 6'7" right now. Last objectively good Jets quarterback was not Mark Sanchez. I would say it was Ryan Fitzpatrick. Actually, if I'm being fair, it was Mike White. But he just kept getting hurt. I think Mike White could have earned himself a contract, but he couldn't stay healthy. He would have a good game. I remember that Colts Thursday night game. We were like, Mike White starting. We were fired up. We're like, yes, we have a good roster. We have a quarterback that can complete passes now. He can run this offense. And threw that touchdown pass in the first quarter and like hurt his thumb or so. It was just like he would get these freaky, weird injuries. Couldn't stay healthy though. But 6'7". Oh, sorry, I didn't realize I did that. Oh, I didn't realize it. I love watching a team turn it around. Yeah, so do I. Maybe it's a short sword. Playoffs where QBs make their money. So yeah, I would say Mike White, but if we're talking about an extended period where we had a capable quarterback, that would be Ryan Fitzpatrick. Unless there's somebody I'm not thinking of, but I think that's about it. Ten bad clips. Play action pass. Young gets the ball to Coker and he gets popped. Knocked out of bounds. Wait, is there going to be a flag there for helmet to helmet? Yeah, there should be. Let's see. Yeah, that is yeah, it's definitely a penalty. Came right in, led with the helmet. Oh yeah, helmet to helmet. Tim Daniel says, I don't like that flag. That was helmet to helmet. I mean, he led with the helmet. You can't lead with the helmet like that. Definitely made contact with the helmet, too. First and goal. Here comes Bryce Young. I'm thinking this is going to be a Chuba Hubbard play here. Let's see. First and goal from about the 3. Give the ball to Chuba. Chuba drives forward, and he's in the end zone. Touchdown, and Carolina takes the lead. Wow. 23-20. There we go. The Carolina Panthers take the lead. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I want Isaac to issue Bryce Young an apology right now. Isaac, we got to issue Bryce Young. He's become Sir Bryce Young on this stream. You need to issue him an apology right now. I demand it. Sometimes I think PFD was an alternate host for Headbangers Ball. Was Ricky Rackman ever out? Did they ever go to an alternate host? I would have loved to do that. Struggling with an 8-9 team, LMFAO. Chuba's carrying him. Oh, come on. Be honest, Isaac. Bryce Young is balling out right now. Bryce Young is balling out right now. For you, this is crazy. This is crazy right now. I will not have this. You will not disparage the great Bryce Young. There, I said it. You will not disparage the great Bryce Young. He's going to win this game. I've never been so certain of anything in my entire life. They are advancing. Congratulations to the Carolina Panthers for officially advancing forward. That's it. That's it. I'm putting all of these theories about me supporting someone is like a black mark on them to rest. We're going to see right now. Bryce Young's going to help me put that to rest. We're going to be friends forever. Something about division winners with a losing record. They're always wild cards in the first round of the playoffs. Ricky Rackman was there to the bitter end. Yeah. I don't think he ever took a day off. You're lucky jinxing isn't real. Rams secondary has been very. Are we serious? Tim Daniel, the man who supports Jalen Hurts, as if Jalen Hurts gave him a kidney, is going to sit here and critique Bryce Young. That's where we live right now, folks. We live in fantasy land. Welcome to fantasy land. We have trees made out of peppermint sticks. Should we belt them? Are we calling for the belt? Where is Matt West? Matt West, are we calling for the belt? Do we even have a Panthers belt? I think we have a Panthers belt. Let me see. Should we call for the belt? Wait a minute. Matt West might not be here. He wasn't feeling well. He might be sleeping. If Matt West is sleeping, then it is officially the Wild West. And I might call for the belt. I might take it upon myself to call for the belt. Who knows? Matt West says no belt. Oh, he's here. I'm sorry, Matt. Funny thing with Carolina is they have made the Super Bowl each time Ohio State won a national title, then played Jacksonville week 1. J-Lo gets divorces, and all through things happen this year. So, well, the game has a ways to go. The great Justin Fields was in jest. I said that in jest. That was never meant to be serious. But this is meant to be serious. I am quite happy with this. And it is Rams football. Let's get another pick. 24-20. Let me fix that score. All right. Let's see. Where are we? I got to find the belts. Gotta get a belt for the Panthers, just in case. Hand off to Puka. He gets a few yards. Do we have a time? Do we have a? I don't think we have a Panthers belt. Bam, 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 bam. Definitely don't have 32 belts. There is no Panthers belt. Well, there's going to be one now. There's going to be one now. All right. Devontae Adams wide open, takes us down to the 40. Okay. Jinxing isn't real, but curses are, says Nuka. That's interesting. Kyron Williams on a handoff. Gets about a yard. He gets tripped at the line of scrimmage. 13:07 left in the fourth quarter. I'm going to give Bryce Young his flowers. Homie's balling out, and I'm happy to see it. There we go. Currently rebranding. There we go. Revisionist rich. I'm going to stay quiet until the Eagles play tomorrow, since currently rebranding. I can't help it if I get excited when I see a team perform well, and I want them to win. And then I get ahead of myself maybe. But hey, Puka will be stopped shy of the first down, so we're going to have third and about half a yard. All right, here we go. All right, well, now we officially have a Carolina Panthers belt. officially have a Panthers belt. I'm going to save it. Stafford throws it over Nakua's head. It's almost picked off by Scott. On 3rd and 1, he goes deep to the end zone. I think they're going to go for this on 4th down. I mean, I don't know why they wouldn't. It was broken up, but that was almost picked off, man. Dangerous. Crazy. 4th and 1. See what this Carolina defense can do. Could they stop him? No. Kyron gets the first down. So a new set it down for the Rams. Puka became a defender on that play. Yeah. That's good thing he did because that was going to be picked off. I can't wait to see the Jacksonville inaugural belt win. We've never had that go up, right? We've never had a Jacksonville win on stream where we got to see the belt. I don't think so. The Douglas, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Here's Stafford on the 29-yard line. Kyron Williams goes forward for about a gain of 6. Check something here really quick. Excellent. All right, 2nd and 4. Williams goes forward. That's a first down. So because of that Grassi raid, I gained about another 30 subs. Crazy. That's what happens. Dogus for life. Currently rebranding, claims he picked Carolina to win before this game. We have no choice but to believe him. We have absolutely no choice but to believe him. That's another first down. Did Stafford do a little quarterback sneak there? Stafford's 14 of 30 for 191 yards, a touchdown, and 1 pick. I don't bet, but I told my friends that this was the best game to bet the line. What was the line on this game? It was like 10, wasn't it? Weren't they giving up a lot? Oh, yeah, you're right. I don't know that we had this Jags belt for the Chiefs Jags stream. I don't know that we had that. Panthers were getting 10.5. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that was a good line, especially since they beat them earlier in the season. So we go 8:55 left. Stafford takes the snap. Rams are at the 13. Stafford fires over the middle. That is caught by Kyron Williams, and he gets in the end zone. Rams take the lead. Oh, what a game. What a game. What a way to kick off the playoffs. 24-26. Whoever puts out the patch should have "for Josh's feet" added to it. For Josh's feet, yeah. Bubba's going to be here breaking glass. And poor Josh. Well, I mean, it is really Josh's fault. He wears flip-flops everywhere. Strike to Kyron on the Texas route, says SG. And here is the kick. It's up and it's good. 27-24. As SG calls him, the thicker kicker. I mean, Nick Folk is pretty thick himself, by the way. I don't think anyone was as thick as Sebastian Janikowski, though. Let him score. Carolina will score and win. This is exciting. Batman Beyond premiered 27 years ago today. Wow. For Josh's feet will be on the belt. Remind me to do that, Soldier, if the Pats lose. I don't think they're going to lose. Stranger Things commercial. It hurts my heart that this show's over. Hurts my heart. His nickname literally is the thicker kicker. Well, I'm just saying that we've had some pretty thick kickers in the NFL. Let's go Panthers, F. Devontae Adams and Cam Newton. Look at this. There's Red X Power. Philip Quinn was looking for you before. I wanted to know if everything was good and well with you. If you've been visiting the stream, told him you were here. Current champ looking for the former champ. Packers Patriots Super Bowl. Packers beat him last time. That was Parcells. That was when Parcells was negotiating with the Jets. So the Jets, if that happens, and the Packers win, that means the Jets have some good seasons coming up ahead. Because that's what happened last time. So anything that's a good omen for the Jets. The Stranger Things fumbled the ending as bad as Game of Thrones. I don't think they fumbled the ending. I like the ending. I did not think they fumbled the ending. There we go. Red X Power, what's up? All right, so let's see if Carolina can strike back. I believe they can. We shall see. Yeah, something is definitely up with Stafford's hand. And he keeps grabbing it. Probably, I feel like it's like right around here that he's got an issue. I don't know what it is. Puka breaking up that interception was huge. Huge. Starting to think everyone just hates endings. Says King Orza. Yeah, a lot of people complain about endings no matter what. Could never get into Stranger Things. Really? Oh man, I love it. I got into it right away. I was just like, oh, this is excellent. Rowdy is here. What's going on, Rowdy? You're not going to be happy to know this, but Bryce Young has been promoted from Squire Bryce of Young to Sir Bryce of Young this game. And there's Rowdy Eggplant's belt right there next to the Avengers Doomsday poster. We got all three champs represented. Feels good. Feels good. If Bryce doesn't want to be evaporated, he'll score a touchdown. Do you actually have the power to evaporate people, Isaac? Because you're starting to sound kind of super villainish. Threatening evaporations. I don't know that I like this. False start on Kate Mays. Panthers center. All right, here we go. Bryce Young. 1st and 15 from the Carolina 30, working out of the shotgun. He's got 5 wide. Takes the snap. Gets the ball off. That is caught by Coker. It's going to be about a 4-yard gain. Madison Duncan's here. What's going on, Madison? It's the first time Madison's had to sit through the playoffs without the Kansas City Chiefs. Oh, man. Closer game than I thought it would be. Rams are doing so good in the OFC. Everything fell apart. Yeah. Yeah, Stafford's hurt, though. Stafford's hand's hurt. So, there's that. 8:17 left in the fourth quarter. Screen to Coker. Coker runs backwards. I hate when they do that. 2nd and 11. lost a couple of yards. I'm the only one that feels like the Super Bowl trophy might be the worst trophy in the four major North American sports. Yeah, it is kind of generic. It's just like a football on a stick. That's awful. What a horrible playoffs. I mean, we're kicking off the playoffs the right way though. This is a good game. We got a Grassi Posse raid earlier. It's been insane. Got all three champions represented tonight. Here comes the blitz. Bryce Young throws this one deep. Oh, Coker couldn't come down with it. Broken up, and the Panthers are going to punt. 7:21 left in the fourth. With all three champions represented, Baal's going to take a break because then the screen gets a little too crowded. So Isaac says Bryce is awful. No, Isaac. Oh, Isaac, you and your ways. Apparently found an evaporation gun and now he's threatening people. Fair catch, juggled at the 19-yard line, and the Rams are coming out. Stafford's due for another interception, I think. So we'll see. Pretty sure the Super Bowl doesn't even count. I think it does. It probably does. The Chiefs have to get it together, though. They definitely have to get it together. Hey, you have a high draft pick this year. That's something to look forward to. You haven't had that in a while. So, rough series for Coker. Did too much after the catch on that second down screen. Killed the drive. Yeah. I also on that first catch that he made, he went backwards a little bit after from the point where he caught it. It drives me crazy. Garrett Wilson does that a lot. He just steps back to try to make a play. I get it, but it's, doesn't work out a lot. Panthers don't get a stop. This is over. Isaac's Mr. Negativity right now. Blake Corum. It's about a gain of 4. Second down at about 6 coming up. I mean, everyone needs a hobby. For some, it's evaporation. I guess for Isaac, it's evaporation. .648 left on the clock. Rams break the huddle. Stafford's only 15-31. 2 touchdowns and a pick, 204 yards. Back to pass, got pressure, gets the ball off. That's caught by Puka over the middle, and that's a first down. This is going to be a problem if he keeps hitting Puka. I think this is the first time all champs have been here since you moved out of the penthouse. Yeah, since I moved to the media room, this is the first time the champs have all been here. We haven't seen Philip Quinn's belt until today. The new belt. 6:23 left, but I do agree with Isaac. If Los Angeles gets in the end zone here, I think this game's pretty much wrapped up. Horn's hurt. Charles is hurt. Sprain is a menace. You got 13 personnel on the field right now. 3 tight ends. Coker goes up the middle. Gets to the 45. There's a flag. That's going to be a hold. That's going to come back. So Roddy says, Fire and Ash is just like all James Cameron movies. Stylistically, one of the most beautiful and immersive worlds ever conceived. But the story was yeah, I have no interest in that. I don't really care about that Avatar universe. When the first movie came out, I was like, all right, this looks okay. But you know what? Another movie that is not exciting me is The Odyssey. Everybody's talking about that. I mean, I'll probably end up going to see it. I'm sure everyone's going to think it's great, but uh, just not too excited about it. Christopher Nolan's audio drives me crazy, by the way. Stafford over the middle. That is broken up, intended for Devontae Adams. Lucky it wasn't picked. Mike Jackson got his hand on it. 2nd and 20 coming up. But I mean, if you saw, I hear For Whom the Bell Tolls in the background. Yes. Should I get the guitar out? We've got about 6 minutes left in the quarter. Blue Dances with Wolves. 5 minutes, 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Back to pass to Stafford. He rolls out to his right, gets the ball to Blake Corum, and he gets about 3. So we're going to have 3rd and 17 coming up. So my problem with Nolan's audio is he doesn't enhance the audio because he wants it to feel like, I mean, that's what you had that problem with Bane. I think you had the problem with Oppenheimer. It was just tough to understand what they were saying. He doesn't enhance the audio because it's just a personal thing. He doesn't like doing it. And it drives me crazy. So, not excited about seeing The Odyssey unless I could see it in my house with headphones on so I can make sure I hear, or subtitles, actually, is what I would need. Sack will be great here, says Ted Mitch. Back to pass to Stafford. Got plenty of time, throws over the middle. Well short of the first down marker. Dropped him at the 42. And the punt unit comes out, and Carolina's going to get a shot at this with about 4 minutes remaining. SG just landed in Austin. Shout out to Rich, that's me, for making the flight bearable. Thank you, SG, for staying with us the entire flight. Really appreciate it. And the punt is blocked. And the Panthers are going to have excellent field position. Oh, boy. Here we go. With 4:12 left, the Panthers block the punt. They're going to get the ball at about the 35, I think. Rams recovered the punt, but man, wow. Stafford is pissed. So let's see. Man, the Panthers are relentless right now. They're going to get the ball at the 30, it looks like. Simmons got a hand on it. Wow, Isaiah Simmons. Hell of a play. Chaos ensues. Sean McVay is not happy. Panthers with the ball at about the 31-yard line. Closer to the 30. It's in between. And, no, pass over the middle to Ted McMillan. Fooled me on that. Bryce Young with the quick release. New set of downs for the Panthers. I think they have the ball at about the 20. Are they inside the 20 now? They have it at the 20. Bryce Young looks so cool right now. He looks like the moment is not too big for him. Well, ball's at the about the 12-yard line. Wow. This is how I find out Isaiah Simmons is on the Panthers. I'm right there with you, SG. Chuba Hubbard up the middle, pushing the pile. It's about a gain of 7. Would have gotten stopped at the 5, pushed forward for about another 2 or 3. Middle of the field was wide open, yeah. Isaac, what is your problem? You got to stop this. He's not going to throw a pick. Bryce Young is locked in. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Mike Causey just put some red velvet Kringles in the oven, hoping they will be ready to toast the winner of this game. And when you say winner of this game, you mean the Carolina Panthers, I assume. 2:52 left. Bootleg, that ball is, I think it was tipped. Incomplete. 3rd and 3 coming up. Yeah, defender got a hand on that ball. Defender got a hand on that ball. Here we go. 3rd and 3 for Carolina. Let's go. I see what you're putting in the chat, SG. Don't worry about it. He is dialed in. He is locked in. Don't worry about it. Bryce Young working out of the shotgun like a warrior. Back to pass. Blitz coming. He floats this to the end zone, and that is caught by Jalen Coker. What did I tell you? What did I tell you? Panthers take the lead. Wow. Living vicariously through Panthers fans. Who the hell thought I would ever say that? Oh, that was beautiful. Flowers for Algorithm is here. Jalen Coker is a grown man, ladies and gentlemen. What a catch. What a catch. And so sorry, Rowdy. It's not over yet, though. It's not over yet. But it's a hell of a game. The ref helps up Bryce Young, apologizes for the nonsense they pulled against them in the Bucks game. Kick is up, and it's good. Panthers look like they just have the Rams' number, man. This is insane. This is insane. Let me see. When do I have... Okay. All right. Insanity. There is no belt. We have ourselves a game. 2:39 left. Does this look familiar? Yes. Week 13, Rams 28, Panthers 31. And there is the kickoff. And here come the Rams. 2-minute warning, 3 timeouts, plenty of times. Yeah, plenty of time. Need to stay vigilant. Stafford has a habit of good 2-minute drives. Yeah, this is definitely not in the bag. It's not in the bag. But what a hell of a game for the Panthers either way. I mean, I don't know how you, if you're a Panthers fan, how you leave this game not feeling excited with what you're seeing your team do. Stafford takes the snap. Back to pass. Puka wide open. That's about an 8-yard gain. 27 seconds left. Before the 2-minute warning. So 2 minutes, 20 seconds left. Isaac needs to apologize to Bryce Young. Even if they lose this game. Devontae Adams with the catch. 2:06 left. We're going to hit the 2-minute warning. And I'm going to take a 60-second break as we hit the 2-minute warning. What a game! Did Lord Chair say anything controversial while I was gone? Certainly hope not. All right, here we go. At the 2-minute warning, we've got almost 1,000 views on this stream. Excellent. Let's see how many likes we're at. Let us see. 165 likes. That is a new record, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks to the Grassi raid. $165 likes. Beautiful. Beautiful. What a game. What a game. The king of comfort, the sultan of softness. I like it. So here we go. 2 minutes to see who gets eliminated first in the NFL playoffs. And the Carolina Panthers have put together a hell of an effort, no matter how it ends. You have to be very, very happy as a Carolina Panthers fan. Looks like you have a quarterback. Looks like you have an offense. Looks like you have a coach. I mean, this is incredible. Very happy to see it. Lord Chair believes 2 detonators on every explosive helps alleviate failure. I mean, how could you argue with them? 167 likes now. Oh, it keeps rising. Wow, we got 2 more likes than we had last time. Let's try to get to 170. Can we get to 170? If you haven't liked the stream, like the stream. We can get to 170 likes. That'll put a smile on my face. I'm smiling anyway because this is good football. Much better than the games we saw the past 2 nights, by the way. Stafford gets the ball to Devontae. They are in Carolina territory now. They need a touchdown. 3 timeouts left, 1:50 on the clock. J.C. Horn is still in the medical tent. Stafford back to pass, gets rid of the ball. It's caught by Puka over the middle. He takes it down to the 30. 1:27 left. The clock continues to roll. Minute 10 left. Stafford back to pass. Throws over the middle. And that's dropped by Devontae Adams. The clock will stop at 1:04. They're making it too easy, says Isaac. So the Rams can do basically whatever they want here. They got plenty of timeouts, plenty of time on the clock. Yeah, rare Adams drop. And we saw a rare Puka drop earlier in this game. Rams at the 30. Stafford's working out of the shotgun. Takes the snap. Gets rid of the football. That is caught. That's a first down by Kanate Mumpfield, the rookie. First catch of the evening for him. 50 seconds left. 1st and 10 from the 19. Stafford back to pass. Throws towards the end zone. That's caught. And that's a touchdown by Kobe Parkinson. And the Rams take the lead. Wow, what a pass by Stafford. 33-31. Oh, here is Bubba. Glass breaks. Hey, Chad. Okay, glad I got here for the game. Twirls War Destroyer. Let's see the score. WTF. By the way, this was my prediction today. So fairly close. There's Rowdy. He's happy. LFG, he says. We know what that means. Parkinson with a nice catch. Great throw, better catch. Yeah, fantastic. And Sean McVay is screaming. That's a battle cry, ladies and gentlemen. Extra point makes it a 3-point game. Let's see what the Panthers do. It was a Beautiful 2-minute drill. Yeah. That was epic. That was epic. Can Bryce Young at least get them in field goal range with about a minute left? Panthers burn themselves with some good old-fashioned prevent defense. It'll kill you every single time. Will kill you every single time. Man, that was beautiful, that pass. That catch was awesome, too, but that ball placement was insane. Rowdy just scared his dogs with his scream. Yeah, that happens sometimes in here when the dogs are in here. I'm beginning a new stream, Bubba. I got the thumbnail up, so I'm going to be beginning a new stream. I'm going to take a second to take a little break, and then I'm going to roll into that stream. I have it set for 8:05. Is it bad that I want overtime? Yes. Prevent defense prevents winnings, as Game Show Gumbo. Yeah, I agree. And the wind is blowing the ball off the tee, so they're going to have to hold it. And here's the return. Panthers across the 20 down to the 25. Get it to about the 29. 32 seconds left. 3 timeouts. Just need to get into field goal range. No OT, says Rowdy. I'm getting heart palpitations. The way Jalen Coker and Bryce Young have been playing today. I mean, we could see more than OT. We could see a big touchdown pass coming up. We might not see that, but you never know. Bryce Young, hell of a game, no matter how it turns out. 21-36, 264 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. That was not his fault. Also had a rushing touchdown. Back to pass is Bryce Young. Eyes downfield, rolls out to his left, throws downfield, and that is incomplete. 25 seconds left. Soldier says, this game is great fun. Yeah, hopefully every single game we get is like this. This game has been phenomenal. So yeah, join the next stream after this one. Got the thumbnail up. I will be back for it. I just got to set up some things on screen. Got to eat a little dinner, but I'll be back. So hang out in the chat. I'm going to try to get back by 8:05. I might be a little late, so just bear with me. Young rolls out to his left. Gets rid of the football, and that's incomplete. 17 seconds left. 3rd and 10 coming up. Sean Cantrell says, should have went for 2. Oh, I don't know. I don't know that I would go for 2. I think I would make them at least, because you miss that, then all I need is a field goal to win. "17 seconds left, 3rd and 10. Bryce Young's working out of the shotgun. He takes the snap. They get pressure, and that ball is overthrown. 12 seconds left. We got 4th and 10. Could be the last play of the game. Rowdy says LFG again. This Rams defense is getting the Bryce. And here we go. What time is the kickoff on the next for the next game? This is worse than Jimmy G's drive during Super Bowl 54. I mean, they are getting pressure on him. They are getting pressure on him. Rams defense is doing a good job on this drive. 4th and 10. Bears, Packers, kickoff time. It says 8 o'clock. So are they kicking off at like 8:20? Probably 8:15. All right. So I'm going to set the time for that one to. Here's Bryce Young. Back to pass. Got pressure on him. Gets rid of the ball. And oh, it's dropped. And that is going to be the game, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, the Rams survive. Unbelievable. Hell of a game by the Carolina Panthers. You should not hang your head if you're a Carolina Panthers fan. I mean, I would be excited by what I saw. The arrow is pointing up. The arrow is pointing up. Underthrown again. Yeah, that was underthrown. I mean, the ball hit him in the hands. I don't know that we can really kill Bryce for that. But belt, says Matt West. Let's get the belt up. Where is the belt? Winner's title. Here we go. Got the Rams belt coming up momentarily. I do have a Rams title. Oh, there it is, yeah. I mean, Puka didn't do, well, he did a lot early in the game. But we got Nicole Matata right there. So that's what we'll call it. Put the Rams belt up over the score. There we go. Way to start the playoffs. See you guys in game 2. Yeah, I'll be back. I set the time for 8:15. Might be back by 8:10. Gonna go grab a bite to eat, reset the stream, and I will see you guys soon. Thank you to Philip Quinn. Streams high offering. The first one to 5K ever. Congratulations to the Rams. Congratulations to the Panthers. Congratulations to Sir Bryce of Young for reaching knighthood. He absolutely deserves it. We'll see you guys for the second game soon.